Damn, son. You got that pizza? Is this a cookout?
Hey, first one to touch chicken because I said so has to say grace because I'm God.
Man, I'll pray all day. You feed me for free, son.
Bro, he lifted like he was a WWE wrestler. He fucking lifted his hands in the air for crowd applause.
All right, cheer me on.
You jizzed on the piston rings. Oh!
Oh, shit. He's like, every racer knows. My dick will be in their mouth at the end of the race. Oh! I like it when a guy sucks my dick. I hope the guys lose.
And he still does get at other bitches because he's like, yo, I'm tired of this masculine hoe just all in my ear all the fucking time about engine shit.
Right? He's like, what's up, babies?
Why does Vin Diesel, when he wears a fucking wears sunglasses or something, just look like a complete asshole?
He is a complete asshole, that's why.
I can't do a voice, though. I can't do it. I can't do it. Vin Diesel.
Try like New York, but like
I can't do it. I've
hollow.
tried. I can't do it. There's just no way. It doesn't even sound right. I just sound like I sound like one of the frogs from Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That did sound like that.
He's like, Rocko.
Yeah, Rocko's Modern Life.
I don't have a penis. I don't know why I stand upright.
Didn't you know Letty was my bitch?
Letty!
I love you.
Hey, yo, I imagine you with that post-op surgery that we promised we'd get ourselves in the Bahamas. She's like, wait, I don't even need the surgery. Columbia, they'll accept me for who I am. It's like, bitch, shut up. Let's do this job.
I don't know. I don't know if you have a foreskin or not, but it's about respect, family.
Bro,
Don't
he
embarrass
lied.
me.
He lied. When he was like gonna dip, and Brian was like, "Bro, like it's time. It's time to stop running. It's over, right?" And he was like, "Bro, Brian, I'm all he's got." And he was like, "Bro, I can like call helicopters. Like we'll find his dumbass. Like it's all right." He's like, "Make it the fuck out my way."
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
he was like, "Fuck!" Like he was running out of weight. Like he's a scumbag.
He's like, I ain't running from nothing.
Their family is scumbag. Like, that is such a gross, like, hood family.
They pray to cars.
Not only they pray to cars, but they're like a hood family. Like, 6 adults live in a house because they can't afford to be anywhere else. And they're all probably drug addicts and just knew how to work on cars.
That's probably true.
So,
Fucking, I would imagine that. And also, at the same time, what right does Mia have to like get heated at O'Connor when she knows they're criminals? It's like, bitch, you should expect that.
Yeah, right? And he's looking out. Like, if he was really like that, he would have been busted you guys on some shit.
Right?
At any point. And my bigger question is, too, like, why weren't the Asian guys still pulled in for half the shit they did? They shot up a police car.
They got clapped.
They clapped someone.
Yeah, but
The other dude just fell off like on some fucking surf ninja shit.
He probably died. Or he
He didn't
sprung
die.
his way all the way back to China.
All right, you ready?
Crossed the Great Ocean.
Go ahead, ready? You ready now?
Oh, shit. What's up, guys? This is Order of Opinion. Today, what the fuck are we doing? We're doing some fucking Fast and the Furious.
Bitch.
It's the first episode in our...
My pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Technically, it's the second episode because we did Fate of the Furious, right? Which you should check out. Was that 44?
Episode 44.
Fuck.
That shit's, it's pretty hilarious. And just don't get too salty about the fact that I think Vin Diesel's the ugliest motherfucker in Hollywood. All right?
He is a living scrotum. Yeah, so you can check that out. That's fucking 44. But today we're in our second episode of the Fast and the Furious franchise. And this one we're going to do a little fucking something different. We're going to go in order of when the movies came out. So today we're doing fucking the Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker original, Vin Diesel original, living scrotums, and weird haircuts, and an odd Rob Zombie sequence in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like, you put it perfectly. What did you call it?
What?
Like a fucking deathcore grunge fucking music video. MTV.
Yeah, it's an MTV new metal Limp Bizkit rolling. They played that song, by the way, in the fucking.
They did play
which
that
might be
fucking
the
song.
worst song I've ever heard.
It is the worst. They played some Rob Zombie. They played some fucking Ja Rule. It was eclectic.
Yeah, when Ja Rule is the highlight of the music in the movie, you know this movie's the best movie on the planet.
No, you're definitely not wrong about that. But yeah, we'll get to that. Fucking, so if you're listening to us on fucking iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever, fucking flick your Podbean. Fucking subscribe. Leave us some
Wait. We're not on Podbean.
We're not fucking on Podbean.
Fuck Podbean.
If you found
And
us
fuck
there.
Stitcher.
Fuck Stitcher.
Just fucking. Here. I'm going to break this down real quick. All right? I'm telling everybody, okay? This shit's retarded. All of this shit is retarded. Podcasting is fucking retarded. Just fucking subscribe on our shit. And if you're a true fucking fan, go make up about 19 fucking accounts.
Just keep downloading.
Download it. Play it for 1 second. Stop it. Delete it. Re-download it. Just do that 100 fucking times and make us look good.
Yeah. Boost our numbers, man. We found the secret. Apparently. Who the fuck knows these days? But yeah, fucking subscribe.
Just fucking subscribe.
Leave
And
stars, I guess.
yeah, and you know that's how you know the next episodes will come out because we have a release schedule.
We will,
on
and we'll
Twitter
be
and
Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, so
Maybe we should make a MySpace.
You could use that as a template for being 4 weeks late. Like
yeah, just do the numbers on it. Add every fucking fourth vowel, and that'll tell you the secret message to Vin Diesel's everlasting baldness. It's like a decoder ring.
I'm all he's got, Brian.
So
I can talk like this. I can talk like this.
He came to pick me up.
I knocked on nobody.
You can have his beer. I just wipe my balls on it.
So come on, give me a massage. You want to suck my cock later? Yeah, I'll suck your cock.
Suck it.
Hey, we don't know him. We don't know him. Oh, there was one time I didn't know you. Hey, retard, I was in the 3rd grade, and you were fucking bald.
It's like, I was pretty suspicious of you in the 2nd grade, though. I knew you were up to something.
Yeah, so...
And
so
as
anyway.
Vin Diesel trails off, so do we. But yes, so fucking find us SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Facebook, MySpace. You can find us on fucking Reddit, I guess. Fucking just type shit in.
MySpace.
Put our names in the internet. Order of opinion. See what pops up. Have fun.
Order a penny and plenty of fish. If you're looking for fucking 2 podcasters to come and fucking Golden Gate you.
We're on
We're
Tinder. We'll cuck you and then make an episode about it. You just can't see our faces.
That'd be great. I think people will listen to that.
Someone probably would listen to it, but it'd just be the sound of slapping asses.
Speaking of slapping asses, what the fuck is up in North Korea?
They're slapping some serious nuclear ass, and they're about to get fucking shit on for doing it.
Remember I was showing you that Vice?
Oh, yeah?
Where there was this Vice episode, whatever they do. They're like, oh, there's my internet YouTube episode. Something important, but not really. One episode we're gonna talk about fucking donkeys. The other episode we're gonna talk about guys that use bananas inside their asses.
Yeah,
Like,
it
what?
was weird, and they're like, somehow
Yeah.
we got pineapples, but 99% of the country's starving.
And somehow we're giving you more historic value in this episode than anything you can watch on TV.
It's true. Vice
but
somehow
we're
got
using
a hitter.
fucking donkeys as a template for it. And we watched. I watched. You don't pay attention to anything. Apparently you do, because you read a bunch of fucking articles, but you don't ever know anything.
Oh, I know everything. It's
But
a curse.
you didn't know this. You didn't know this. What I showed you.
The donkey fucking or Kim
No, not
Jong-un
the
being crazy?
Kim Jong-un fucking a donkey in
'Cause I
front of Dennis
definitely-
Rodman. And Dennis Rodman's like, hey, can I put a finger somewhere?
This Ramen's like, you know that look better with a wedding dress on it.
The only reason why fucking Dennis Rodman hangs out in North fucking Korea is because they treat him like a fucking god.
He's like the only black guy there, and he's taller than all of them except for that one guy, apparently,
Yeah.
who's like 8 feet tall.
And apparently he teaches North Koreans how to rebound. That's the only thing they're good at, is rebounding and shooting.
Speaking
and
of-
looking retarded while they shoot.
Oh, shit.
Kim Jong-un, like, when you... anyways, they just to explain this episode, they have the Globetrotters come to North Korea and do some fucking socialism fuckery.
They do like a camp, and literally all the basketball players look like soldiers, like just following directions. Yes, yes, yes.
And they show how fake North Korea is. That they have like shops that you can't buy things in.
Yeah, because there's no money.
There's no cars on the road. Yeah, it's like beautiful where they're at. There's people just walking around aimlessly with bags. There's people pretending to be on the internet that doesn't exist.
That one dude was staring at the fucking Google search screen. Literally, They filmed him for like 5 minutes straight, and he's literally staring at the screen.
Right? And what's funny is they show that they were going to have this little scrimmage game. Of course, the North Koreans couldn't just get their ass whipped by like 10 black dudes. They had to fucking mix up the team. So
that would cause a bombing.
Right? They're like, oh, the black men show off. Fuck out of here. Dennis Rodman gets shot, and he blows up everyone. Kim Jong-un, they do this game, and there's about literally 18,000 people that were literally probably just there because he told them to be there.
Exactly, yes.
And as soon as he showed up, it's the loudest audience you'll ever hear in your life. Put it this way, 99% of you fucking podcasts will never have this roar of crowds cheering for you.
99% of you won't have this many people paying attention to you.
And this motherfucker shows up in this, like, general suit, but it's like his wrists are, like, sticking out of the jacket.
He's too fat. This was when he was thin, too. Now he's a fucking butterball. The guy just...
And he has his little, like, Bay Area fuckboy haircut.
Yeah, he does. He looks
like illegal for everyone else, but not me. And apparently North Koreans love basketball. And apparently they admire tall black men.
Yeah, I like how he says it, too. He's like, they love basketball, but they're so malnourished. They have no good players. Except for the most depressing story in the world. The one guy who's, like, 9 feet tall.
Right.
Wanted to play in the NBA, and North Korea told him no. He could have brought home more money to them than the entire country brings home in, like, 100 years.
Exactly. And all he does is only show one part of his land, and he starves 89% of the rest of them.
Yeah, they only take him to one city, and even then it's, like, portions of that.
And they like, collect human shit. Like, human shit's valuable in North Korea. Because they had, like, famine and shit like that.
They need to eat.
So, fuck you, Kim Jong-un. And, you know... I think anyone, Democrat, liberal, foreigner, American, we all want that motherfucker dead.
He deserves to die. And if anything, if you look at his rapid weight gain, he's probably going to die on his own.
Yeah, just let him catch fucking... He's 25 Korean wings away from diabetes. Just let him fucking die of it.
Yeah, send him like 20 pounds of butter, not 20 pounds of explosive. He'll fucking die. He'll probably just eat the butter. He's like, I've never seen this before.
He does have that funky, fresh fuckboy haircut, though.
Dude, and it gets more ridiculous as his head gets bigger.
And he's just like, nukes, nuclear tests. Everyone worshipped me for it. I made a dolphin tank, and I made a fucking ski resort for a country. How sad is that?
They have dude, and what's funny too is that like the dolphin trainers and the whole crowd there, all that shit is fake.
Yeah, it's all fake.
99% of the time, no one is at anywhere that they go to in this documentary. No one is there
because he tells them when they can go and what they can do.
So
they know that they're controlled by the police, like what they can do.
That's what's crazy is most of them are the police. They have a country with what? What did you say? Like the biggest standing army?
I think biggest. Military personnel, like the most people.
And it's a handful of millions.
It's over 8 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, so, fuck him, and I feel bad for the fucking North Koreans, especially when a lot of those soldiers are going to have to die.
We should do a podcast series on the hijinks of North Korea.
Well, they also showed the tallest, probably North Korean man ever, and he somehow looked more malnourished than any of the actual malnourished people.
He did. He looked gaunt as shit. Like, he looked like
he was I was going to the NBA because I don't have money. But I don't care about money because I live in North Korea. I have money.
He's like, as a sportsman, I just like fucking playing ball. I guess starving's cool, too.
Because he looked dead.
He was a walking skeleton. And he looked like he couldn't even
support
his
body. So check that fucking
body.
Vice episode out. Maybe we should break down that.
We should just break down North Korea.
That was one of the greatest 20 minutes of anything I've seen on YouTube.
Because it's such a fucking mindfuck that it exists.
Because they partied with Kim Jong-un. Vice.
Yeah, they did.
With Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un.
Like, you can't... That seems fake. It seems like something...
It's not... No, because like I said, Dennis Rodman... This, if anything... Fuck North Korea or even Kim Jong-un. This shows how creepy Dennis Rodman is. That's what it really... He's a like, creepy son of a bitch.
Dude, when he was giving his speech, and he's like, thank you so much, for accepting me and us, Kim Jong-un was literally staring off into space like, who is this guy and why is he talking?
And how gross is Carmen Electra to know you have Dennis Rodman jizz inside of you? Prius, you have fucking an artifact in you.
What's going on in the world when Steven Seagal is in Russia and fucking Dennis Rodman's in North Korea? What happened to our, 90s heroes?
Because the North Korea is only getting the games now, as of now. So everyone thinks that the season is in 1992.
Yeah, and Steven Seagal's like, Russia's basically like all of my movies. I'm used to this shit.
All right, so the fucking movie, right? Just follow on Twitter. You'll see the release schedules for Fast and Furious. Like our shit on Facebook. We're actually getting Facebook popping. We're joining some groups. I just throwing our fucking name around. So, if we're annoying you groups, my bad, but it's going to keep happening.
We're like the horrors of podcasting. Whichever
we're fucking vultures.
Yeah.
We see that dead meat around, like a group of saying, podcast free promoting as long as you don't show your butthole.
And
some of these podcasts are like, wait, I'm going to show my butthole. Is that a fucking...
Let me message
is that a marketing ploy?
He's like, hey, I know that you can fucking show your butthole. Can I show my butthole?
And it's funny, too, because admittedly, we've done this. Like, someone will put out on their thing, like, hey, I'm sort of retarded and I don't understand things, so what podcast can I look at? You guys know? And then, 70 podcasts just throw them at them. And they're like, oh, yeah, check my shit out.
Dude, it's overload. Dude, on all of that shit, bro, it's like you go to fucking Reddit, it's like, yeah, 300 podcasts, but leaving their... It's like, okay, I guess I'll just fucking throw mine in the mix and hope someone...
That's why no one gets fucking found and everyone gives up. It's the most saturated market on the planet.
Well, besides the North Korean basketball. Because...
That's not saturated at all. That's handpicked.
It is. By being in the military, you're automatically a basketball player, too.
That's true. And what do they teach them? North Korea could
fundamentals?
Develop, they probably don't even understand, hesitation dribbles and shit.
No, I think they just dribble up and down and shoot the ball, and there's no overtime.
There was no overtime?
They won in a tie, or it was a tie.
Yeah, so, check all those out and fucking subscribe. And like Tim said, we're not going off a list or anything. We'll give you a list, here and there on some of the movies, but we're just going to go over all the Fast and Furious movies from number 1 to number 7. So today we're doing the Fast and the Furious, the one that started it all.
The greatest, well, maybe not, but definitely, for its time, probably the best cop movie that came out.
I mean, like I said, it is 8 Mile. It's fucking 8 Mile.
It's a police race 8 Mile.
And because I say it's an 8 Mile because it's about a white dude trying to prove himself in fucking ethnic areas.
Which are surprisingly full of other white people.
Which is just led by a goobak, Vin Diesel. The king of all goobaks.
The living fucking testicle.
Which they show because in the beginning of the movie, or not in the beginning of the movie, but around there, when they're meeting up to race, it's just all the black people hanging out in one area, all the Mexicans hang out in one area, all the Asians playing portable video games in an area. And then Vin Diesel, the god of goobaks, he's just like, hey, I'm one of all of you. And if you don't know, I probably can just randomly claim it and no one will know. Yeah, typical white boy name.
Pretty much, because...
I'm Vin Diesel.
How, racist was it, too? The dude was like, the Mexican guy was like, yeah, I have a name I can't pronounce. And
who's Snowman over there?
Yeah, you just have a typical white guy name.
And then Ja Rule says, he's like, Ja! He's like, hey, one in the streets knows, and we knows things. One thing we knows, it ain't how about you stand by them car. It's about how you race it.
And Paul Walker's like, well, I think I got what you meant, dude. What's up,
He's
cuz?
like, I know a lot of things, and that wasn't fucking English.
He's like, damn, cuz.
Yeah, and fucking Ja Rule, he's Murder Inc.ing around. He's like, Murder Inc. As he was driving, he's like, Menage! I'm about to fuck me this dirty fucking Cuban and this one kind of nasty black chick.
Hey, there's 2 ugly girls. They couldn't find better models. Guess I'll fuck them.
But it's about a white guy gaining respect in the streets for something that isn't done by white guys.
Like
apparently.
A square white guy.
Because white guys can't race, apparently. That's not, they're not good enough to do that. Even though they do it professionally.
And I think most NASCAR drivers are white. Yes.
So, yeah, that proves that standpoint. I don't know the drag racing scene.
Mostly white people. Most things with cars are mostly white people.
Well, because they can afford to fix their car correctly.
I thought it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, but the movie fucking... at the end of the day, here's why I will say. When he is revealed he is a cop, and I know this is a 17-year spoiler, however the fucking old this movie is. Fast and Furious has been around for fucking...
It's like 2002, I think.
Yeah.
Something.
And watch when that 10th one is in space. Vin Diesel's gonna fly out of fucking space and save Letty.
He's like, we're colonizing Mars because it's
And
about
her dick will
family.
evaporate, and he'll dump her when they get home. He's like, I wanted that dick.
He's like, vagina's good, but I love your dick.
And the dialogue is shitty as fuck. It's almost X-Men style dialogue. One-liners like, "Come on, bro, you should fix the parts, bro. I got a dick, bro. And I'm like ambiguously beige, bro.
Like,
hey, bro, I'm white, bro.
Tuna's bad, bro." Or he's like, "You want time? Get a magazine." Or they just randomly have arguments about like cigarettes. He's like, "I want a cigarette." No,
Toretto.
Yes, no.
It's always been Toretto. Brian, you've known it. Since I've touched you, you've known it.
He's like, all
Like,
right.
that's how they talk. It's like this punctual one-line bullshit.
It's like, hey, need a new car. Just walks away.
Yeah. Or he's like, what do you think I tell him, Brian? Said you were good help.
He's like, that's
the
really,
hint. He's a cop.
that's
you go.
really gonna be good FBI cop relations.
Right. So some of the dialogue's fucking stupid, but at the same time, when he was revealed he's a fucking cop, I was sort of surprised. I didn't figure that out.
Yeah, it does not.
I normally
come easily.
figure out stupid shit like that, and I did not figure it out the first time I watched this movie.
No, they played it off well in this one, and like the first time I watched it was literally like a month ago. So,
Yeah.
like I should have been able to call that, but no, they slide it right under you, and I think that's really where it benefits is fucking. It actually has a fucking storyline as opposed to like 5 through a million that are just them driving through explosions.
Well, and just the dynamic of the characters are sort of weird because, you know, Vin Diesel is sort of this plantation owner of meth head slaves that he uses to like do his dirty work and handle his criminal shit while working on his cars to do that criminal shit.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters, not the mortgage, not the store, not my team and all their bullshit. For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
And he has this front, apparently, that's called Toretto's, his actual name.
Yeah, the front
So
is
he's
his
sort
name,
of a fucking retard. But anywho.
and he like, it's weird.
He's got a brain full of knowledge, he's got a dick full of gas. Don't trust him, Brian.
It's like Letty's got a dick full of diesel. Vin Diesel's mouth.
And it's funny because they're like a devil's fucking reject family.
They're
They're
insane.
just criminals, and they think that their way of life is somehow going to pan out
It's like,
if they just do it long enough. Like,
let's just party every night. All right.
oh, we lost our leader and our god, but fuck it, let's get high and
get
fucking.
high.
Jesse's like, hey, can I get that oxy? I need some foil. Can I fucking smoke it?
And Letty is like, hey,
all I know about engines. All I know is I had
just,
ADD, and then I did heroin, and now I don't know how to do math. So just look at cars, man.
it's like, hey man, just the engine, I just inject the oil in it, fucking.
Oh, fuck, after my dad raped me, I shot him, and
That's
I remember that car because that was the first time he raped me in it.
And he's in prison. Once he gets out, we'll ride side by side again. In someone other little boy's ass. Continue the cycle.
I gave it a fucking 8.3 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.8
Out of 10.
out of 10.
All of the bullshit, it's an enjoyable movie, and it breezes fucking through, and I also think that Fast and the Furious might be, honestly, and I'm saying it right now, might be underrated the best movie saga you could watch. Because Fast and Furious has no backstory of, like, comics or books or any of that shit. It's all movie produced.
And they're just making it up as it goes along.
So, if you think about it like that, like, I guess what other one you could bring into is, like, maybe Mad Max. But...
I think Mad Max was a comic, though, wasn't it?
Was it? I didn't know.
There is a
I
Mad
think
Max
it is.
comic, but I don't know if it
I don't
was
know if it was
based on
before
it.
the movie, but
Yeah.
Maybe they have a Fast and Furious comic now.
Probably now.
Universal's like, yeah, we'll sell everything.
It's like, we got a comic, a cartoon, a fucking web series. We got it.
What's up with Universal? They only have, like, dinosaurs and fucking Godzilla and King Kong, and they just have explosions and fuckery and farts and...
Because I think that they
beige
literally...
and brown and jungle and...
They make movies that they can put into their theme parks.
That's true.
I think that's.
Well, where's the Godzilla ride then, motherfucker?
Well, they
I'm waiting
had
for that
one,
shit.
didn't they?
A Godzilla ride?
Maybe not the new.
I don't even think
Godzilla.
they ever had a Godzilla ride.
That'd be sick. You just drive into Godzilla's mouth and out his asshole.
That'd be terrible. You
Exactly.
would die of nuclear waste.
Well, it's a
He
ride.
poos the nuclear.
He
Nuclear
shits
waste.
nuclear waste.
But yeah, Fast and the Fast and the Furious. Sorry, number 1. It was missing a little Tyrese. It was missing that every now and then. Like, it was.
It didn't have enough good characters.
No, I think it was too focused on the characters. I think
the
if it
three
had a
it
little
had.
bit more action, it would have benefited more. Even if it had even more action. Even though the whole last 30 minutes is just action.
Well, it's like driving.
But one thing you have to respect too is like I was telling you, it's like they almost recreated the look of hyperspeed in cars.
Yeah,
The way they did that shit.
and they taught the world about Nos.
Tell the world about Nas. And also too, you have to consider the other movies is not really based on this, like, besides maybe Fate of the Furious, not a lot of them are based on this like character plot.
No.
There isn't really a
Well,
lot of like, not really.
the
It's
second
more
one-
of just like team shit.
The second
Like,
one
always
is
like, oh hey, we got a job. Hey, The Rock, stop showing your dick. It's kind of gross.
like, oh shit. Or
Let's put on your candy ass.
oddly enough, the third one has a lot of character development. Tokyo Drift.
But we'll talk about that. But what I'm saying is, it's just this one's more geared to the characters.
Definitely.
Whatever.
Like I said, it's a
So-
cop story. It's not an action movie.
So the fucking movie starts off with the dock workers. You know, they're greasy Italians. Just like, hey man, I told you better import those meatball sandwiches a lot sooner than I fucking thought. I better get my cut.
Better give me a cut of that cannellini. I love that shit.
He's like, is a cannoli in the order? I like cannolis.
I got pasta on my fucking shirt.
And we assume that he's working with the Devil's Rejects. Oh, that's what I was going to speak on, actually. My bad. They're fucking delusional, psychotic fucking people.
You see that throughout all of the movies. Once they start having family, it gets worse.
Because he has them as their slaves. He owns you. And they say it in this movie. Like, yeah, he owns you now, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like
Beware.
you owe him a car.
Yeah. And they say it like that Dom is everything. That he's God to these people. That everyone buys everything after he races it. It's like, who the fuck is this guy again?
When his word is like bond, essentially, among all these people.
I don't get it.
He just tells people who lives or dies.
He's an old school respectable criminal.
So does that... If he's God, is the Asian guy the devil?
Is he John Doe? Is he John Doe in Fast and Furious?
I think he's more like a fucking, like, Beanie Siegel or something like that.
I don't know. He's just... I just feel like that's really weird. And he just, like, he tells them whatever the fuck he wants them to do. Like, remember, think about when they're trying to pull the last job. Instead of looking for their friend, Jesse, who had a suicidal tendency for sure. Because I'm sure they saw him about 14 different times fucking smoke some oxy off foil. So they know that he doesn't give a fuck about his
shooting
life.
up in the
so instead
car.
of fucking looking for them and their supposed family, Vin Diesel's like, yo, we got to steal these fucking Tonka trucks. You know how much I could sell these for in my store? Tuna sandwiches and Tonka trucks will make $200,000 off that shit.
He's like, there's a 3,000-pound shipment of tuna coming in.
And if I want, I'll rob those fucking Japs for their Panasonics. And that snake skin pant motherfucker does anything, I'll break his
Jesus.
fucking neck. Yeah, like, how many times in the movie is the Asian guy gonna like anxiously show off his wiener through pants?
Yeah, that was...
That dude was trying to show off his little Asian wiener.
And he was really fucking anxious looking, too. What was up with those snakeskin pants?
I don't know.
He's like, let me just hold my gun next to it. Even though he talked like,
That's
yeah, that's
amazing.
awesome.
I'm just actually the gay friend. I don't race anything.
He's like, they say I'm his cousin, but I don't know about that.
So they're like, it's crazy to me. And remember that she was like, well, yeah, Jesse and Leon. He's like, what about them? They're kind of fucking scumbags, aren't they? Like the other one does heroin. The other guy wears a jersey. It just says 8. He's not in fucking Space Jam.
Oh,
like,
shit.
And she's like, yeah, they sort of just showed up and, you know, Vin had some good fucking oxy and they just stayed.
It's like, yeah.
Vin fucking Dom.
Vin? He's like, yeah, he got that jersey in a pickup game. He hasn't taken it off since. I think it's the only shirt he has.
Could they give that guy any more just bullshit one-liners?
Well, that was...
The fucking, what'd you call him? The rip-off Matthew McConaughey?
He was like Jim
motherfucker?
McConaughey. It was like his cousin or something.
He's always like, all right, you go get Letty, bro. The scanners are ready, bro.
He's like,
That
come
was
on,
like
bruh.
Kid Rock looking motherfucker. That he was the epitome of this new metal fucking. It was the Fast and Furious is a new metal music. It's a Papa Roach music video.
Essentially, yes. And I was just
with a little bit of hood, a little bit of like, you know, just like TRL. They mix in enough rap, but at the end of the day, it's some new metal shit.
I was waiting. It's true because I was waiting for Vin Diesel to be like, "I cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort." It's like, yeah, that fits the theme, I guess.
And what was up with fucking the giant, the Logan looking motherfucker, Vince, the one that was trying to get on that sweet poo-tang. It's like, wouldn't Vin Diesel be heated about like him continuously trying to get after his sister?
Well, Vin
like,
Diesel,
bro, can you stop? Like
that, it makes no sense because Vince is the only one who saw things clearly.
Vince.
Vince.
Oh, Vince. Yeah, I'm stupid.
Not Vin. Good old Vin.
I thought you were calling him Vince.
You know, Mr. Diesel. Oh, Vince Diesel. No, that's their love child.
Motherfucker.
No, but
and this one more like anything, he is Elmer Fudd's Latino brother. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you can't even tell what is Toretto.
A Vienna sausage.
Because
a milky one.
His name's Dom Toretto and her name is Mia Toretto. How are you telling me that they're somehow Cuban by Fate and the Furious?
She looks Cuban. That's what I did sort of like about this movie. She was like a sort of like one of those dirty, trashy Latinos. And then she slowly became like sophisticated over the fucking.
I'm pretty sure they're Italian. Right?
Are they like greasy Jersey Shore LA people?
They're like mixed, like Snooki.
I don't know. There's some. That's what I'm saying. I think they're Latin and Italian. A true gooback.
Oh God, a mix of the worst.
Just pure beige. Just Dockers colored beige.
Just fucking swim trunks and greasy fucking fat stomachs.
And
that's true on both sides.
Their family is just crazy, bro. That's all I'm saying. And Vin Diesel manipulates them into doing what he wants to do all the time. Like he's like, yeah, you know, we can when you're post-op when you get your dick rid of we go to the Bahamas.
I was thinking
like,
about
I
you.
Have my dick in Peru. He's like, oh yeah, actually, I'll miss it after a while.
He's like, I was thinking about you and me,
top.
My best friend Brian down in Mexico.
So anyway, so they show, you know, stupidly these all black tinted Camrys, whatever the fuck are they Corollas, Hondas with green lighting under.
Yeah,
that's not the most obvious fucking shit in the world after you steal a truck.
And why aren't they following? If they even says at the end, like, what route would it happen on? There's only one route apparently that they can do this on. Why have they not trapped them yet? If it's all happening on the same route,
I don't think it is though, because I think Race Wars was deep when they tried to do it. That's why he's like, it's the mother load. I get that cosmetic makeup to make me finally look like a race.
Like
I'm tired of this ambiguous brown life.
It's a truck full of wigs and dildos.
It's like, you know how much Letty's dick surgery is going to cost?
Toretto.
And the other guy's like, hey, man, I'm trying to save up to get a new jersey. You don't even pay Jess, bro. He just does all his free fucking work.
Yeah, it's like, I made this program.
Like, yeah, I got to smoke 10,000 of my oxys.
He's like, you know how many times I had to crash a car and go to a fucking hospital to feed this guy?
And Vince is just down for whatever because he's a drunk, clearly.
It's like, you can have whatever you want as long as it's Corona. What?
And so, yeah, so they get away. And, you know, you have to respect this because it's just old school Rush Hour shit. Like, the action's actually real. It's happening. It's not CGI country.
Yeah, but it's and I like that. It shows more in the fucking in the quality of the shot. True, but at the same time, when you have a stunt driver behind the wheel of the truck and he just looks bored as shit when the real dude should be like panicking that someone's trying to rob it, it does throw it off like just.
So what do they do too? Do they take over the truck and just drive with a burnt out or a busted out windshield?
Yeah.
All right.
And a knocked out truck driver in the car.
Followed by 3 black Hondas, as if that guy. Oh, well, I guess maybe there weren't cell phones at this time.
Yeah,
couldn't they just contact him? I mean, they didn't seem like they were going to hurt some guy or like rope him up and kidnap him.
No, they just used a trank. But yeah, they did have cell phones. They could have done that.
I don't know.
I mean, you watch The Wire.
Because they did use a fucking tranquilizer.
True. And if you watch The Wire, they just set up fucking boxes to go missing.
Yeah, that's true, right?
So why did they have to... If they had an in, like... it, yeah.
So then we see fucking Paul Walker practicing. He's like, yeah, I could race.
It's like, God
He's like getting a nut off of it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm almost there, full throttle.
This super sucks.
He's like, fuck, man, I gotta get more NOS.
It's like, I better go get a snack.
I'm gonna die.
I've seen the way you drive. You got a heavy foot. You'll blow yourself to pieces.
I need NOS. Right away.
Uh,
I don't care if I blow myself up. Bruh.
allegory. That might be the biggest foretelling of all movies in history.
That he drove
It was such foretelling as that he was willing to kill himself at any point just because. And it actually happened to the actor in real life.
Yeah, and he drove like shit, like in real life. So there you go.
Turned the corner hard and hit the backside.
How many times did he spin out in this movie?
So he goes... No, maybe he... So he goes and gets this tuna from Toretto's fucking family grocery will clean your car up and sell you some drugs store that he has, whatever the fuck that is, and candy, or wheelbarrows of candy, whatever the fuck he was doing.
He was like, yeah, we weigh it by the pound. Just choose whatever candy you want, put in the
And
bag.
he leaves out carrots so you can hunt Bugs Bunny.
But that wasn't the real fish smell he was after.
Yeah, he wanted
He wanted the dirty Toretto fish smell.
Yeah, he wanted that. She was sexy in this one though, for sure.
Yeah, because she didn't look like a cunt.
She sort of was a cunt though to Vince.
She was a cunt to everyone because she ruined his life essentially.
Yeah, and you see Vin Diesel matching in with his fucking uniform as he wears an all brown cut off sleeve suit, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh shit.
And it just looks like he's naked or something. Like when you see it from the back, you're like, dude, are you that beige that you just fit with your beige colored clothes?
It's like khaki is my actual skin tone.
Yeah, and Paul Walker orders a fucking tuna. She's like, how much tuna are you gonna eat? He's like, how much do you think I can eat of that fish down there?
It's like, how much tuna you got? Apparently, put half a pound on the sandwich.
So I sort of like his angle. I think he's like, he makes it inconspicuous because Toretto will respect pussy.
Yeah.
Like Brian was like, yeah, if I get after his sister, like he knows why I'm trying to get close to him. There's also another level to what I'm trying to do as well. I'm not just trying to get in good. I'm going to show him that I'm going to be down for him because I fuck with his bitch. Or his sister, sorry.
That
It was his bitch. Because she was the fucking den mother of the whole fucking crazy devil's reject adult family.
Yeah, because even Letty was like a spoiled child, like reject.
She just worked on cars. Was like, yeah, you want to fuck my sweaty ass?
He's like, yeah, you just can I suck your sweaty dick? No, but and even, but you're right. The angle works in this one because you don't know he's a cop yet. You just they think that he's just there to sell parts. You think he's just there to get pussy.
Yeah,
like it's
and
a
he's
good
the snowman.
cover. Yeah,
he's not selling blow.
Like, what's the snowman doing over there? He's like, I don't know, melting. I don't have time to think about that. I'm being beige.
Yeah, and fucking Vince is like, hey, faggot, why don't you go eat tuna somewhere else?
No, he's literally he's like, you can get a hamburger, double cheese and fries for $2.95. So go be a faggot over there. He's like, damn, bro, I didn't say shit to you. I was just walking away.
Exactly, and they start fucking firing on each other and like fighting as a Papa Roach song is playing or some fucking form of 2002 new metal.
Oh, God. It's like Rob Zombie's blaring in the background and everybody's wearing fucking goggles and fucking platform boots.
Yeah, and then she's like, hey, Don, can you step in? He's like, you embarrass me. Was that Italian or was that Latino?
Like, I don't know.
What do I sound like?
I don't know, bro. Calm down, man.
And...
Because that's all everybody says is, brother.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro.
Hey, brother.
Cut it out, bro. He's trying to sell parts, bro. Just give me some heroin, bro.
It's like, stop being a jabroni, brother.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. And, they cut it up and Vin Diesel's like, yeah, you're fired now from your bitch-ass job, you little fuck. And he's like, your fucking name sounds like a serial killer, you fucking a child pedophile, too.
It's like, I can see a crash in your future.
Because Brian Spillner sounds like a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, I was half expecting Dateline NBC to be popping out of the bushes on his ass.
And then that's when, Brian talks to his boss, which you assume knows he is a cop, right? I mean, he has to.
That's probably why he's freaking out. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cops are fucking up my business.
Yeah. He's like, bitch, I'm getting all cash.
He's like, don't you see the shrine over there? Toretto's a god.
Why do they treat that part store like a fucking drug exchange?
It is.
It's a fucking drug exchange over there.
People just walk in and are like, hey, let me get this, and this by tonight.
Yeah.
And here's a
I got
fat
cash.
wad of cash.
What was that? How many fucking wads of cash flashing scenes were there? Like at least 20.
At least 20, and 19 of them were too large.
And why do they all have hella cash like that? What are they doing?
They don't
Are they
know.
all robbing trucks?
They just all carry around too large, and that's the racing fee. Because that's pretty much what they say for every race. And
Well, I know how Toretto's making money. He's selling Letty because not only can she get fucked by guys, she can fuck girls. So he's getting double the rate.
it's like, you know how much tranny
She
porn...
can handle a fucking couple by herself.
He's like, you know how much tranny porn goes for in 2003? He's like, that wrinkled old fucking Olympian ain't a girl yet.
Paul Walker's like, I need Nas. And the guy's like, dude, you got a lead foot. You can't drive. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll die.
He's like, I'll just die. I don't care. Fuck being a cop.
I love race. He just wanted to race.
I think he did.
made up this whole undercover cop thing just so he could race.
What if he was the one who set up the robberies?
What if he set this all up just to get a part of Toretto's shit? Like he wanted Toretto's empire.
He's like, I've been scoping out your girl. Or your sister, I mean. Fucking weird Cubans.
Bro, she literally took care of 6 grown men and 6.5 men because there's no dick involved, but it's a female.
6.5 Men was the alternate title of this movie.
And so we show up to the fucking Limp Bizkit rap about hoop da hop, hippity hop, whatever the fuck he's saying on some stupid fucking rock beat. With that guy that paints his face fucking getting dick slapped by fucking Limp Bizkit's
This
balls.
guitarist.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Bro, if
painting
everyone
your
in Limp
face.
Bizkit died tomorrow, I think I would clap.
I don't think
I'd clap louder than the fucking North Koreans for Kim Jong-un.
there wouldn't even be an article on it that I could read. No one would know. No one would care. Because they just kept rolling.
Fred. Fuck Fred Durst, dude. I hope you fucking slip on something and crack your fucking skull open.
He's like, oh, you know, I'm just a faggot. But I never said I was. Yes, I did, bruh. Keep rolling. I hate Fred Durst.
He just, if you listen to the song Rollin', he is the worst lyricist of all time.
Yeah.
Move in, I move out. Hands up, my hands down. Back up.
How's the tuna, son?
So we show up to the fucking, it seems like a high school with all the blacks and Asians and Mexican cliques and...
all divided.
Yeah, the Asians are playing Game
I thought
Boy and,
this was race wars.
And... and, Ja Rule, who might be the greatest musician of all time, made a song that the second Fast and Furious based their name off of.
Yeah, because he's like, too fast, too furious.
They're like, it wasn't edgy and street enough. Let's get an actual black guy so you can just say black guy things.
Right? And then in the second one, they're like, Ja Rule might be a rapper, but this singer is a lot more black than he is.
I know, right? He's like...
Edwin happens to know a few things. And one of the things Edwin knows is, it's not how you stand by your car. It's how you race your car. You better learn that.
Shit, motherfucker.
It's like, motherfucker,
And
damn.
Spiller's like, all right, man. Almost got you, bruh.
He's like, you really finna make me lift that up myself.
My pockets ain't empty, cuz.
My pockets ain't empty, cuz.
I just got a pink slip or some motherfucking paper, you know what I mean?
Right? He's like, we'll just race for cars.
And, Dom shows up and, the fucking battle... What winds up happening is it becomes a battle rap cipher crowd that was in favor of Dominic Toretto. That's the one I had, because everything he says, everyone's like, oh!
Yeah, pretty much like, oh, shit. And then he has an entourage, too. He shows up with... What is the name of the rival group from
And how gay are their do their cars look like, seriously?
Dude, they're like
it looks
tuners.
like a fucking Japanese drift game in the movie theaters.
But see,
it's some bullshit.
That's what makes sense, though, is because... realistically,
it's LA
like
and they're all fags.
Supras and Camrys and Accords and Civics are what they can afford. They have to put all the money into the engine. It's not like they're driving fucking Lamborghinis like they are in the fucking 8th one.
Yeah, that's true.
So it keeps it somewhat grounded, but yes, the decals.
Well, that's what I was telling you.
colors-
It's a fucking this franchise starts off as a street thug movie, and it winds up becoming a superhero movie.
essentially, this is the origin story. This is
Yeah.
how they found their power as a family. And respect.
And you'd sort of like this movie like about cars, right? Because they always have these like cut off, segmented like little dialogues. Or like, oh yeah, I had a 92 torque inside my 42 horsepower, and I jizzed in it, and it made it go faster somehow.
Like, you know,
Like-
if you just pee in the engine, it makes it go faster. I've been working on cars for 75 years.
And Paul Walker, for respect, just like an Eminem 8 Mile move, puts up his pink slip. He's like, hey man, I take the money and the respect. 'Cause I know you guys are wasting about like $20,000 worth of resources trying to win $10,000, so it doesn't fucking matter anyways.
And tell
Might as well fucking race for my car. Like, look what they did. They had like at least like 400 people
yeah.
there. They had to clear out the street, which I'm assuming they weren't doing for free. And if they were, then damn, they are hella race fans. They clear out a
No,
whole
I
main
think
street
they
in
do
LA.
clear it out for free.
And even then, that was for $8,000. Paul Walker destroyed his fucking car. That was going to cost that motherfucker about $15,000 to fix.
That car itself, what the dude say? He's like, that was a $90,000 car, bruh.
Yeah, whatever.
But so even if he put the cash down,
Yeah.
like the winner would only take home $6,000.
Yeah.
That seems
So,
fucking stupid for as much trouble as they were about to get into at the end
And
of
those
this
motherfuckers
race.
act like they had hella dough like that.
Right?
Like, they just had real trap money, like old trap money.
Well, I think it is in the second one where he's like, yeah, let's make it 60 large in our first race. We're going to fucking make everything better.
And he's just, it shows like he's just an infamous criminal, because they could just block off a main street in LA and like, the one guy's like, yeah, I know every police scanner, yeah, give me more heroin, Kid Rock, yeah, ball with the ball, yeah. Shut the fuck up. Then they have Kodak Black in the crowd. He has little like poops on his head. He's like, no, baby, don't listen. And like some hick is fucking trying to kill a bigger black guy, and some fucking little girl shows up out of nowhere and it stops everything.
Jesus Christ, that is
That's too
it's
layered.
deep. It's deep. Deep as this race goes, at least.
Tunnel vision. Check out the video. You'll get what I'm saying. Yeah, and it just shows Toretto's a fucking infamous criminal, and like Jaw Rule gets a titty touch. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to fuck this Peruvian red hair boy."
And Letty's like, looks at the bitches that Toretto's up on,
Yeah.
and she's like, hey, you better step back or I'm gonna slap you with my dick. They're like, damn, I don't want any of that shit. Toretto's like, you know your dick's the only one for me, baby.
And, you know, of course, the Asian is playing video games in his car of a car racing game. He's like, I fail.
He's like, oh, I lost. Everybody has a computer in their car for some reason, and Paul Walker's the only one who doesn't care if his nos is hidden.
Right? So, the scumbags of these races are, the scumbags that they really are, they take advantage of a homicide and use that to clear street for the race and to actually do it. They're like, oh, yeah, man, we got a fucking double method. Homicide's out there. We can do it.
It's like, hey, bro, I was just trying to
Let's
chill
win
with my...
$6,000 for the family. We'll all get $1,000.
Man, I was just trying to chill.
Toretto fucking killed his grandma, so we live in this house for free.
I was just trying to chill with my brother Matthew, and somehow I got caught up in this shit.
What if that's what really happened? Toretto fucking killed his grandma. He had that house for free. So he lives with all that guilt, and he's so fucking emotional. He's like, yeah, I fucking killed my grandma.
He's like,
like
Toretto,
Jason.
I love you. Oh, you're a crazy guy, Toretto.
And of course, you know, they make Ja Rule be a fucking straight thug. And he's like, oh shit, Menage.
And then when he's leaving, he's like, oh, no.
And Paul Walker's like having a fucking orgasm while he's driving. He's like, yeah.
Oh, he's having a blast.
Yeah.
He fucking
This isn't
literally
about cop
came.
work or anything anymore.
No, he came in his pants. Go home, pizza boy.
And the N-word gets dropped after Toretto wins and Paul Walker fucking fries his whole fucking car.
Yeah, Paul Walker was just happy to, like, even be in there. Because he even walks out the car. He's like, man, I almost had you, bruh. Toretto's like, don't ever talk to me like that.
Oh!
He's like, it don't matter if it's an inch or a mile as long as my dick's up your ass.
Oh! And she's like, yeah, I should know. He's like, shut up, Letty.
Like, sometimes me and Letty's 69, but in a weird way where we're both fucking each other's ass.
That's why he always like lifts her up and drops her down. Because he has to fucking get the dick away from his dick as he's sticking it in her.
He's like, no, I just use that as a handle.
And then we see the biggest 8 Mile scene, which is the battle rap crowd gathers around Vin Diesel as he lifts his hands in the air like a fucking WWE wrestler. And they're just like, oh, Vin Diesel, everything you say is great. He's like, granny clutching. I killed my grandma. I don't give a fuck.
Like, Granny, this Buster doesn't even know how to double clutch. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. And what I don't get, too, is, like, what you see backfires on them. You're just allowed to stop your I get you blocked off a street or whatever, but you stop your race in the middle of the street just to talk shit with a crowd. You don't, like, piece it and go do that elsewhere. Fucking, you're just gonna have your whole crowd in the middle of the street.
They followed him, though, like Jesus. The crowd followed his sermon. His sermon about cars, because they all worship cars.
Well, that's what gets him caught up, is worshiping Dom Toretto.
Because they're all scumbags.
Vince Diesel?
He's like, oh yeah, you never had your car. And Brian's like coming down off his high. He's like, oh yeah, man, you're right. And Jesse's like, hey, I got more oxy if you need it.
It's like, yeah.
I can't think without him.
It's like, you just drop a couple oxys. You'll be fine.
And the cops fucking roll through, and Jesse's like, oh, I gotta take all the oxy. He swallowed all of them, and
he threw a couple in the engine. He's like, this is my real trick.
Since I believe Toretto was born in a can because he's a Vienna sausage, he's scared of being enclosed in places, and he couldn't just hide in the fucking garage. He had to walk out of the fucking car and be inconspicuous. He's like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a burgundy fucking jacket. I'm the only ambiguously based dude in town, so they won't recognize me. And on top of that, I'm a notorious fucking criminal that wears 2 fucking glaring cross ices, right?
Yeah, not only that, and he's like, I'm the only bald street racer there was. You can see my mole from a mile away, and that's how they spotted me.
Right?
It's like, literally, the cops are driving, they stop, and they're just like, Toretto!
Toretto, we know it's you!
He's like,
we can see your beige ass from here.
Like, you thought you'd blend in, that's a white wall. You're not white. You're only ambiguously white.
Brian picks him up and he's like, hey man, you like my Jap car? He's like, not really. I only drive the Jap car because the bitch put her fucking dick in my muscle car and it makes us imprint. Now you don't feel comfortable in my seat. She has a heavy dick. She has a heavy dick, Brian. I know you. You look up on the internet, you find anything. I know it's 2001.
He's like, you were the guy Vice covered about the doggy fucking. I knew it. I saw it on the internet.
You find out anything about anybody, right?
Well, what's crazy too is when he stops to pick him up, he like almost hits him, right? Like skids out, hits him, and they race away. And as Paul Walker's driving like a maniac,
Toretto's too fucking dumb to figure out that Paul Walker is literally not worrying about dying, but that he drives like a cop.
And a maniac. He for sure does. Well, I think he was just too scared because you see him like holding on to the handle, like, oh fuck me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just used to a straight line like Letty's dick.
He's like 2 years. Or they were talking about each other's criminal records, and Brian, like, of course, looking like a cop. Like, you could just feel as an audience, you're like, oh, this guy's a fucking cop. He's a snitch.
He's like, I did 2 years in juvie for boosting cars.
And he asked him what he did, and Trevor's like, I did 2 years in the pen, never go back.
Then he was like, I did 2 years of being a faggot in jail.
The only dick I'm taking is Letty's, and it's the only way I'll do it. So my eyebrows look normal, and so do hers.
It's like, I'm never going back. Never again.
He'll die before he goes back.
I'll die before I have to suck any other dude's dick.
And the Asians show up. They're like, no, they're not. They're actually pretty Americanized fucking Asians.
He's like, pull over.
Because they have the Yankers. Yeah, they have the Yoppers on deck. Which apparently hold 900,000 Ginsu bullets. So they can fucking shoot anything and shoot at any amount of time. And they lead him into the fucking Confucius temple to learn some Confucius. And he's like, Confucius say, you too base to be a race.
He's like, Confucius say, scrotum not supposed to be living man. He's like, I'm never going back to the crotch. I'd rather die than get zipped up one more time.
And that's when the snake pants guy shows up with his fucking 3-inch MXC penis. He's like, oh! He holds the gun like a fucking queer.
He's like rubbing his dick with the gun. He's like, yeah.
It's an amazing car.
He's like,
that's an amazing bald head. I want to rub my balls on it.
That's a nice car. You see my pants? I know you do, Vin Diesel. Paul Walker, you're not gay.
Your dick's too small for me. Letty's trumps on that.
Letty's. I can't even say the amount of inches you'll shit your pants.
Paul Walker's like, yo, this is too foreign for me. What's going on?
Paul Walker's sitting there like, this is getting really weird, really fast.
And you know, they like asked him whose car it was as if it mattered.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to admit whose car it was for whatever fucking reason.
He's like, it's yours. No.
No.
Oh,
All right. Well, don't mind if we fucking shoot at it then, don't
like
we?
no one's car. No, first they all drive away. And then
Yeah.
they drive back to fucking shoot it. It was ridiculous.
And Toretto's like, yeah, I finger banged his sister and I fucking fucked him over in a deal. I took all his fucking chink drugs.
Is that a vague warning to Paul Walker not to fuck his sister?
I don't know.
Because he sort of gives him that look. He's like, I fucked his sister.
I just literally think Toretto robbed him and fucking fucked his sister.
That would make a lot
was the
more
funk.
sense, yes.
And he comes back to his Devil's Rejects family, and they're just fucking partying about their fuckery. Like, yeah, Dominic won $6,000. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And where did he go?
Fuck y'all rule.
Yeah, and did the Mexican guy just take off with that $6,000?
I don't know. See, I would have. That's what he paid his fucking parts for. He's like, 3 of everything, bro.
3 of it. I'm like, hey, man, I don't even know how to pronounce my last name.
I'm trying to get on the George Lipa show. Come on.
Like Scara Maduga?
And they're just partying without him, and then he's like, of course, he's like, hey, Paul Walker, you want to come in? I know you're like fucking gonna stick out like a fucking sore thumb, and everyone's gonna look at you fucking weird because you're white.
Yeah, you can't walk home in this neighborhood.
And he comes in, and that's when Vince is like, yeah, that fucking Buster. Right? And the Buster didn't leave me. Like, what is that acting style?
It's being neutral until you're angry.
He only shows anger.
Anger and neutrality and, like, sometimes sexual happiness. It's a very
Sexual
odd
happiness with
character
a dick.
With a dick. And any girl that doesn't have a dick that tries to hit on him in the show, he's like, I already got a dick.
And speaking of which, that's when he takes his fucking beer and he's like, hey, Paul Walker, you want some of that? Got that crusty motherfucker's mouth on it. You might want to wipe it off.
Yeah, and fucking Jim McConaughey is like, hey, man, we were just going to be friends.
And then that's when she's like, hey, you want to suck my dick upstairs? He's like, yeah, all right. And he lifts her up. He's like, I can see it's hard. It's sticking through those fucking leather pants.
Right? She's like, I think you need to give me a massage. He's like, you realize my house is full of meth heads right now, right? She's like, just don't worry about it.
And that was the 3rd grade line where it showed how fucking stupid Dominic Toretto is.
Right? It's as
like he literally said that to that motherfucker.
Vince, there was a time when I didn't know you.
That was in the 3rd grade.
And it's as if he didn't even know that himself.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, you're right.
He's like, I should have thought, but I just spoke. Whoops. His head's full of fucking diesel oil and let cum. He doesn't remember the 3rd grade.
And Paul Walker fucks his sister. Woohoo. Yay.
No, he doesn't.
I think he does.
She kicks him out.
No.
Because she's like, I'll take you home.
No, she says you need a shower.
Well, she's like, yeah, you need a shower and sleep. I'll take you home. But they never imply that he fucks her.
He did.
I think he didn't.
I think he did.
Because he finally gets with her. You think
Man, all you gotta do
everybody
is
that
drink
drives
you just
home.
gotta drink a Snapple is fucking her.
I would relent more on Magneto fucking Mystique than I would on this one. He did not fuck her.
He fucked her. And then, surprise, surprise, he's a cop now because they pull up on him and pull him over. And that's the funny cop scene. Because they brought him to this Hollywood house and he's like, oh, you motherfuckers live out in style. You're still in motherfucking coke dealers' houses? Shit. And yeah, and the cops are just one-lining shit. They're just like, oh yeah, babe, somehow your fault, you fucking kid.
It's like $6 million merch. $6 million merch taken. And we need to find the guy who did it or it's our ass. And
Do I look like Carl Winslow? Yeah, you kind of do, bro. Ah, fuck.
It's like, do I look like I raised Urkel? Yes. Fucking stop talking. You're making some bad black references, bud.
And it's sort of weird because, like I said, he's like saying the threat is that now truckers are illegally arming themselves now.
Yeah, and no one is gonna like stop them. They're just like the truckers.
No, this is going past the FBI now.
It's like the truckers.
Okay, so the FBI can't tell the truckers they better not arm up.
Apparently not, because he's like, the truckers are gonna fucking handle it themselves. And he says it again later. He's like, they're about to fucking handle it.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, can't you just ride with the truckers?
I don't know.
Can't you just maybe, I don't know,
right?
Put police in the highways where there aren't a lot of police?
Or just go on that same fucking highway they've been going on.
Or just look for the most expensive loads you can find and fucking tail them.
Well, Letty has a load for everyone.
That's not super expensive though, because she's trash.
And they put a lot of pressure on him to figure shit out. It's sort of weird what they do to him. Like, what did he do?
Nothing.
Did he do something wrong?
No, it's
They
like
just use his career like, hey kid, I know you're like 20 fucking 2. You better think of a new fucking career because this is one big fuck up.
not
like,
just that, but they hate on him for the car getting shot up. He's like, bro, they pulled me over with guns, shot my car up. What did you want me to do about that?
Yeah, he's like,
exactly?
can you charge those fucking Japs?
He's like, send them the
I'm
bill.
white. I can say whatever I want about them.
He's like, haha, say that shit again to me, you little cracker, and I'll snap your ass in my ass. And Paul Walker's like, I don't even get that reference, but all right.
And then he shows up to fucking Toretto with his secret engine.
Well, yeah, 'cause
that he
he moved-
apparently just found.
No, he's told the dude, he's like, I need another car, and he got an engine.
Yeah. Like, literally, engine.
This happens to them all the time. They just have to build a car in each movie.
I know, right?
Because, what the fuck, like, Toretto even, like, looks at it, he's like, yeah, this'll do, but now, you're gonna build it, and you're gonna, when you're not working your real job, you're gonna work for me, and when you're not working for me, you're gonna do races for me, so I can make some money off of you.
Yeah.
And his sister walks by, and she's like, he owns you now.
Yeah. That was a weird thing. That was fucking weird.
Well, I mean, I get it, though, because he raced a car, he bet him a car that was worth however much money, and he fucked that shit up.
Yeah, that's true.
But did he fuck it up? Because he fucked it up saving you, and then it got shot up because of you. Fuck you, Toretto.
Right? Because he couldn't live in a fucking garage because he's scared of, or he couldn't, hide in a garage.
He's scared of getting canned up again.
Yeah, and so that's essentially, that's what they show, that Paul Walker is now part of Vin Diesel's crazy fucking family.
Well, he's a slave.
Psychotic family.
It's a slave crew.
Yeah, it's a slave crew. You get free labor for Vin Diesel, and he just buys parts on credit, which he could just tell the guy, yeah, I'm not paying you, and come to my house, I'll fuck you up. So he has it good, essentially. Toretto really is God.
Or, I wonder if, because he even says, like, bro, you have, like almost $300,000 under the hood of each one of these cars. So does he, like, is that the reason the one dude's tripping out when Paul Walker sort of, like, gets fired?
Who's the one dude?
Or the fucking, what was his name? The guy that owns the fucking garage that Paul Walker works at. The
I
parts
don't know
store.
his name, but at least specify who
Yeah,
the fuck it is.
so the guy at the parts store, is that why he freaks out so much? Because is Vin Diesel paying, like, dough illegally to get all these parts for his car?
Yes, that's all he's doing.
So then...
What do you think he's doing? Just doing tune-ups and selling groceries?
That's what's fucking weird.
Well, he made a lot of money off Jesse initially because he was just selling them oxys. That's how Vin Diesel came up. He was getting all the oxys for Letty's fucking dick surgery.
But what I don't get
He started
is...
selling them to Jesse. And then Jesse became an oxy addict and lost all his money, and now he's part of Vin Diesel's fucking plantation. That's what happened. And
what I don't get about his crew, though, is, like, do any of them do
Their
anything?
team.
They're team. They're not a crew.
the Toretto Globetrotters.
Are any of them necessary? Seems like they just need the car
Yeah,
with the
they
harpoon.
do. Well, the one guy apparently is really good with scanners. The Kid Rock.
He can just listen.
Heroin addict.
I know all the police codes, and I'm the only guy who can memorize them.
Jesse knows shit about cars, and Vince is the muscle, and Vin Diesel is just a little leader, and apparently Letty is really good at, like, fucking stunts and shit like that.
So they have the human ball sack, a transsexual,
Yeah.
a fucking Matthew
Drunk.
McConaughey's brother, and an autistic Irishman.
Yeah, well, they show his autism right now in this next scene where he's showing the video game layout to Paul Walker, and Paul Walker's like, hey, man, like, should you be in MIT or something? Because I'm pretty fucking stupid. And Jesse's like, yeah, if I didn't fucking smoke oxy, but it's all right.
He's like, if
I'm
it weren't
just
for
autistic, I don't know anything.
my alcoholic roots, maybe I could have made it in. But I have the autism.
And then Vince shows up in his fucking mesh net tank top. He's like, hey, brother, I bought goldfish.
To the cookout when they're at the cookout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their insane family cookout.
He's like, I
Their
got the
fucking delusions of grandeur family cookout.
He's like, I got goldfish and Dr. Pepper, brother. Oh, who's this motherfucker? What did he bring? He brought goldfish and Dr. Pepper too. Does he know Tyrese?
Seems like all the help you need, brother.
It's like, we could always use some more help.
He's like, why are you calling me brother? I said, call me beige, brother, if you call me that. I ain't black, right?
You don't call me brother, you call me sir or God.
Yeah, and they have their lunatic mafia fucking family cookout where they say grace to cars, and apparently whatever Vin Diesel tells you to do, you need to do, or else everyone looks down and they're scared that he's gonna fucking kill or rape you.
Well, he's like a mafia
So-
boss because Vince comes back and kisses the back of his head as like a sign of like, I'm sorry.
Well, because he's actually homeless because they all live in one shitty house because Vin Diesel killed his grandma. And they just took the house over. Like he has no home and he doesn't have any fucking money. All of his money is to this family, which is just Vin Diesel.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, he's saving up for that surgery to fix Letty's dick. They botched the first surgery.
And they're trying to bail Jesse's dad out so he can molest him again. I sure do miss it.
Yeah, and Vince is like, oh, wait, shit, I have nowhere else to go, and, like, I'm fucking hungry. I gotta come back. So, because he came back awfully quick.
Yeah, he was like, I drove around the block and I smelled the food. So I parked out front and brooded for a while.
Yeah, and they prayed to cars, and yeah, and he kissed his back head, and he's like, what was up with that shit with the Kid Rock? He's like, hey, old coyote, you want some heroin?
Hey, yo.
Look at my jersey, it's a taped 8. Isn't that cool?
It's like, I'm running cars, my brother's running AIDS and drugs across the border.
And, you know, like I said, Toretto's sister, she's just a fucking slave for these fucking grown men.
Essentially,
She just does
yes.
everything for them, and you see, you know, that's when you see Paul Walker washing dishes with her. He's trying to finger bang her, and, you know, Vince shows up, and like I said, he's a pervert.
No.
'Cause she's clearly not into you, bro.
Is he supposed to be like super hammered here?
I think he's supposed to be super hammered every minute he's in the movie.
Because he shows up,
Yeah.
he can't work the microwave, and he's hitting on Mia, and she's
Does this shit fucking work?
right. He's like, go wash
Cop.
my car, and she's like, what the fuck did you tell me? He's like, no, I was talking to the bitch over there, not you, bitch. And Paul Walker turns.
She's
in,
like, where's that, like, Cuban place we go? He's like, oh, the Cha-Cha-Cha Cuban fucking Lou Bega Mambo number 5.
sounds like a chain restaurant. You mean cha-cha-cha? With the little red candles. Yeah.
Right, that's what you remember is the little red candles.
He's like, yeah, we got candles here. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, because in the party scene, they're burning candles for some reason. Because they can't
Yeah,
all
and
have
she
power.
makes the issue worse because she, like, turns to Brian, or after he tells her what Cuban restaurant, she turns to Brian. He's like, hey, Brian, would you want to take me there? So this fucking small dick, big, huge fucking cunt over here.
And he's like, yeah, I guess, but can we go somewhere that isn't a chain?
And it's hilarious.
He's like, I'm not poor like this guy.
At least let's go to Red Robin. They got bottomless fries.
It's like, goddamn, I'll actually take his fucking advice on the fat burger over cha-cha-cha.
Try Fat Burger from now on. You get yourself a double cheese with fries for $2.95, faggot.
Double cheese and a fries
And
for
it's
$2.95.
funny because, like, in true MTV fashion, like, Vince just turns around and he, like, hits. He's like, ugh, ugh. And we're leather wristbands.
And then he walks by, he's like, get your own fucking popcorn. I wasn't even making it for you guys. This is when the Mexican dude fucking shows up and orders 3 of every. Let me get Trace of everything.
He's
Holmes.
like, make sure those Coke patches are all taped inside of it, eh?
He's like, alright, Holmes, let me get the Fetty. The dude just hands him like, and he's like, hey, Paul Walker, check this money
He's like, hey,
out.
Paul Walker, you ever had your shit pushed in, man?
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of Santeria shit is that? You're gonna pray to a death again.
And that's when Paul Walker decides to do actual cop work for once in this fucking movie. And he's holding the flashlight like a cop and moving around like a fucking cop.
Essentially, yeah.
And he's looking for the green under things, whatever, on the under the chassis.
Underlighting and the specific tires that they're
Yeah.
using.
And he's butting out. He's like, oh fuck, they got fucking shitty Asian Pirellis. They're not. They can't do anything. He's like, if they do anything, they're gonna fucking make it purple. That's what those Japs like.
This was the Mexican dudes.
Oh, he looked at the Mexican dudes first. That's right. He's like, oh yeah.
If anything, it's like if they're gonna do anything, it'll have sugar skulls on the side of it.
There's somebody gonna give this Jap car hydraulics.
Yeah, it doesn't have hydraulics or spoked wheels, so.
And he gets caught out because somehow, he gets caught because somehow Vince and fucking Dominic Toretto, who lurks out of the shadows like he's fucking Splinter. He's like, Brian, you a cop? I'm too fucking stupid to figure it out. Are you a cop? And even the way Brian, like, because first off, he gets head-butted, or he gets shot-butted by fucking... It's like, it's a fucking cop. Like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, he does seem, he's not very believable. He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, what am I doing here? Let me think for a sec.
He said that, dude.
He's like, yeah. I'm spying on them for you.
This is about race wars, right?
He's like, the race wars that are happening right now between me and this beige guy. It's like, what are you, Toretto? I'd be more comfortable if you were Italian. I'll tell you that much.
And it was funny because Paul Walker thinks those Asians stole all those DVDs when they were. Oh, never mind. Wrong one. So,
yeah, still at the Mexicans.
Still at the Mexican. Yeah, he has a splinter scene. He's like, Brian, you a cop? He's like, nah, man. He's like, all right, I'll believe you.
He's like, all right, come with me. We're going to go spy on some other people, even though I sort of just told you not to spy.
And they go into the Confucius Center again.
This is when they see all the DVDs.
Yeah, and it's funny because he thought they stole them. Anyone would assume, but Asians just love that shit so much they just have it stockpiled.
Well, yeah,
they just love technology.
He's like, no, Toshiba's my uncle. Didn't you know that?
We pray on these to Confucius.
You guys pray to cars, we pray to technology. Okay, that's why we're better than you.
And, of course, they still don't notice that he's moving like a cop as he holds the fucking flashlight exactly like a cop.
And he's, like, doing the crouch run on the roof like a cop. And, like, I'm surprised he didn't do a fucking roll. Like, cover to cover or some shit like that.
Paul, say what you want about Paul. I want to issue this right now. Paul Walker is as good as Chris Evans as Captain America. As this character. As just the Paul Walker character.
As being a fucking, like,
He's good at being a cop and somehow being, like, one of those ratty, like, hey, brah, like, white dudes that hang out with these kind of criminals. Like, he fits in. He fits the mold.
Yeah. And not only that, but it's like, you can tell he doesn't even want to be a cop in most of the movies. It's like, yeah, I guess, fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. Or he just grows old of the cops. Like...
Or he just has a heart for the criminals.
So, and then that's when, the fucking Asians show up. He's like, hey, Ted, I thought I told you a while ago, those engines better be fucking in there. Race wars are coming up. I'm trying to win my $2,000 for the fucking season. Like, what the
Too large.
I bet you these racers aren't ciphering as much as a fucking 8th grade basketball coach does. These motherfuckers aren't making shit.
Well, they put it all into their car.
Right.
That's why they have to keep racing.
No, and they have, not only into their car to make it better, they have to keep repairing their car after they ruin it racing.
Which probably costs about $6,000.
And how much does the NOS count? Because that's a one-off, right? How much does the NOS cost?
Yeah, I have no clue how they
refill it or whatever the fuck they do.
I have no clue how they interpret NOS as working in this series, because it definitely is not like fucking the boost in a video game.
And what's up with these quasi-queer Asians that these guys are? Like, are they Koreans? What are they?
I don't know, but the shorter guy's wearing some platform boots and, again, some different type of snakeskin
And he holds
pants.
the gun even gayer than he did originally.
Yeah, he's like, now the gun is my dick. But, and Tran, that's his name. What's his first name, though?
I don't know.
I'm going to call him Bobby. Bobby Tran.
I think their name was Tran and Sexual. So they fucking... He's like, hey, Ted, where is it at? And he fucking shoves oil down this motherfucker's throat as if, like, he can't get called the cops on him for that as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, who is this untouchable Asian dude that apparently just had to get narked on to get caught up?
Well,
I don't understand who is he?
He is a real criminal's worst nightmare because he is a criminal that became a criminal because his family has a lot of money.
That's true. So he just has unknown money.
Yeah.
This unknown amount of money.
I like racing cars and being a bully. And that's pretty much what he became. Gun-toting fucking asshole.
Yeah, and he shoved oil up Ted's ass, and he's like, hey, kiss my shoe, and he fucking crawls over and he kicks the fuck out of him. That shit was pretty fucking
The
funny.
oil lubricated his foot right into the ass.
That's when, Brian has his powwow with the fucking cops. And that's when the guy's the most racist. He's like, let's get those fucking Asian pricks. And he's like, oh, goddamn chinks. They can't do anything without fucking killing somebody, can they?
Right?
And
he's like,
oh, what? Could it be Hector? He's like, oh, those fucking Latinos with spear guns.
He's like, fucking, that's only a step up from what most of them in the Amazon have. It's like, Jesus
These guys
Christ,
watch
dude.
Apocalypto, they're fucking throwing wood and axes.
And then they have...
They can do a lot of damage with some goddamn spear guns.
They have a weird conversation about a cigarette, too.
Yeah.
Like, Paul Walker's just like, I need a cigarette. And the one dude's like, give him a cigarette. And the other's like, no. And he's like, but I want a cigarette. He's like, give him a cigarette. And the other guy's like, no. It's like, what the fuck was the
Because
point of that?
it's MTV. It's
Yeah.
8 Mile.
He just wanted a fucking cigarette, and they made a point to make that.
Because
part
in
of the
8 Mile,
movie.
Eminem was trying to fight everyone, even his friends, because he's like, oh, I'm pissed off. I have white rage. It's a Paul Walker.
He was white rage and
I
fucking
like the
8 Mile.
beige guy.
He's like, the beige guy's my friend. He's like, you going native on me? He's like, yes, I am, son.
NATO, I thought.
No, native, like as in like he's becoming a native criminal.
The fuck is this? Avatar?
That's what I was saying. He's like, you
I thought it was NATO, like it was some like fucking cop term for. Are you
No.
sure it's native?
No, it's native. It's slang for like being a native, like you're becoming native to the situation you're in.
Okay.
I've heard them say it on fucking like Gangland and dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like, how? Yes, I am. I am a native now. It's like, bro, you became red?
The thing I want to speak on, too, is, like, that black dude fucking helped push that fucking old crank down.
The whole
He gave him the one-hand push.
Oh,
when
that's
Brian
right.
pushed him.
The other cop.
Yeah. And then the guy who, stuck in the 80s with his tinted fucking glasses. He's like, it's Toretto, Brian. It's always been Toretto.
He's like, it couldn't be.
Even though I'm the one that asked about Hector in the first place.
He's not beige enough to be a criminal. He's only slightly beige.
And, like, the guy is sort of, when he's talking to Brian about what's going to happen, Brian's like, oh, you won't go back to jail. And the dude started looking at him, he's like, dude, are you on peyote? Like,
It's like, I don't
I
care.
don't fucking care if he wants to go to jail or not. I don't care if that beige motherfucker dies going to jail.
It's like, if he doesn't want to go, then we're not going to make him.
He's
We're going to kill
robbing
him.
trucks. He's a scumbag. You fucking... And you're not noticing he manipulates people into being his family so they could do his fucking criminal work for him? You're not seeing that, Brian? You see the hair growing out the side of my fucking head, but not at the top?
And what's funny, too, is when you look at the older cop, he literally doesn't give a shit.
No.
What is his name?
And he's always just like... First off, he's like this protector of Brian. He's the one who let him smoke a cigarette. He's always telling him what's going on. And apparently this whole thing is on Brian. They have no other intelligence.
Yeah, they or no, they do speak. Didn't they say they sent other people in, but the shit went south?
Well, apparently they only need Brian. They only need one guy that can drive throughout all of LA.
24.
Brian's the only guy that can drive, and he's the most. And they pick the most, like, undercover cop looking motherfucker too.
Right?
Like, if somebody as stupid as fucking Vince, who wears mesh net tees and mesh net fucking tank tops, can figure out this motherfucker is a cop. You don't think somebody as stupid as fucking Vin Diesel, who comes out like Splinter in the shadows, can figure out Brian's a cop?
I mean,
Is it-
I don't get why he doesn't or why he's so shocked at the end.
Yeah, because he's fucking his sister. Toretto thought he had a little bit of class. He's like, yo, you want to fuck my sister? At least tell me you're a cop. And my bigger fucking point is, when we get to it, is like, why, if Brian really liked this motherfucker, if Brian was really like, yeah, I'm on the Dom Toretto fucking train, I'm now manipulated, he owns me now, and I have to do things for him. Because that's like everyone around Toretto, right? Why wouldn't he just be like, hey, dude, I'm a cop. Like, stop robbing shit and just, you'll be fine. Just stop. You won't get caught. Just stop.
Yeah, he literally
Like-
could have just told him like, hey man, I'm a cop. We're chasing you for this. Stop doing it. No one will chase you. We don't have evidence on you. But no one says that. He's just like, I'll let it play out.
Yeah. I'm just saying if he really likes Toretto like that. Like, if he's really on the Toretto team.
Well, you see at the
I
end.
don't know if he necessarily is at this point either.
Well, he's on the Mia Toretto team. Torettos don't date no cops.
And that, of course, leads us to the Gooback Toretto squatting in the engine spot.
Bro, it looked
To
like
talk.
whack-a-mole.
And Paul Walker's just like, oh, yeah, I'll twist some things and touch some knobs.
He's like, I didn't know I was playing beige whack-a-mole. He's like, this is scrotum. What prize do I get?
Toretto's like, you break her heart, I'll suck your dick. Brian's like, wait, what? That's a threat?
He's like, Letty will help me. She'll give the reach around while I'm sucking. It's like, oh, okay. I think that is a threat now.
And I think Letty was like fucking Jesse from behind on the engine that they were doing, whatever they were talking about. They were like, oh yeah, we're a team. You want to show that off?
Yeah.
And that's when we see how crazy fucking Paul Walker is.
And how crazy
And why
Vin
he may have
Diesel
died in
is.
real life. Because he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. Because they take their new shitty fucking
No, first
Japanese
he shows him the
movie-
SS.
the SS.
Yeah, he goes and gives a speech about I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
Oh God, Yeah, the exposition raping, right?
Yeah, that's like 10
About his
minutes
dead
of
dad,
Vin
he's
Diesel
like,
talking.
You know, you heard my dad burned. We never could figure out my race. That's why I look like this.
He's like, I
was
screamed for a year straight because I didn't want to be Puerto Rican.
They said it was me who was screaming.
And I forgot to mention that the bald dude with the fucking hair that only grows out of his ass and his ears and his fucking side of his head. What the fuck was his name? I'm just gonna call him Tinted Glasses from now on.
Yeah.
The Tinted Glasses guy. He fucking he showed Paul Walker what Vin Diesel actually did to somebody.
Yeah, he beat the fuck out of
he
him.
said he did it with a pipe, but I think Vin Diesel did it with his dick.
Yeah. His hard steel.
And Vin Diesel, of course, has to explain this now. Why he did it. Which still doesn't make any sense because the guy had no... Like, okay, I get that your dad died. I get it. And I get that this accident that this guy may have caused may have been the reason. But you're going to beat the dude to death?
Yeah, it's
Damn near?
racing. You know how many times people crash in racing because they accidentally get clipped? And you're going to kill a guy for killing your dad? And your dad shouldn't have been racing. He knew the risk.
That's how ambiguously beige people think. They just blame people for things.
He's like, the mole is full of revenge.
And he sort of explains to Paul Walker why Vin Diesel's an actual scumbag and an asshole. Right?
Yeah.
He is the bad guy in this movie.
He is.
Let's not forget that.
He straight up says, too, he's like, I don't care about
No,
shit.
the Asians are technically because they shoot up the other bad guys, I guess.
They're like the conflict, not necessarily the bad guys.
Yeah. Because this movie is more homophobic than it is racial. Because it's definitely racial, but it's more homophobic. Because those Asians were as gay could be. And those fucking Koreans, too, like... First off, I thought they were Koreans, but I think they were Chinese.
His name's Tran.
They're in L.A.,
His last name's Tran.
but they're in L.A.,
Tran.
so you figured they're Korean.
That's what I'm saying. His last name's Tran.
Well, I think if they were Korean, they probably would have shot Ludacris or fucking Tyrese, whoever, whatever, or fucking Ja Rule.
Without saying shit as
Yeah.
they're walking away.
Yeah, just assume he stole something from him and shoot him.
It is L.A.
But
Yes.
they were definitely gay with each other, and the main Korean dude, the one that's like Toretto, my dad slapped me. I'm pissed off now.
That's not how it works in Asia.
He looks like every other typical Asian, like in a fucking anime movie or a video game.
Yeah, he looks like he is the representation of an anime character. Like, they drew the comic, and then the other guy, his cousin, looks even worse. He looks like he's from Initial D. Like, with his leather snake pants and fucking gat.
He was the gayest. He was gay.
Wouldn't it be sick
He
if
was for sure gay.
Yeah.
There's no way around that. It also just shows how thug gay people can be as well, so don't discriminate.
Well, not Paul Walker, but Vin Diesel's pretty
They
thuggish
just came
in
through
this.
with the mags and the semis.
Yeah.
Or the fullies.
Yeah, they had Uzis for some reason. That was like the only guns they had.
That wasn't a Uzi, bro. Was that a Uzi?
Yeah. It was,
That didn't look like no Uzi.
It's either a Uzi
And they
or
had like
a-
silencers on it or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that?
not very silent silencers, but whatever.
And they just shot in a circle because their Korean hands couldn't fucking maintain the gun.
Dude, when they're driving and shooting at them and they literally blast up every car, but the car they're shooting at, that just goes to show you how shitty they are.
It's true. But anyways, just to talk about the fucking exposition scene about why Toretto's a criminal and an asshole. Actually, it doesn't even explain why he's a criminal. It just kind of shows why he's a scumbag. It shows that he may have been a professional wrestler or had a chance to be a professional wrestler.
Wrestler?
Could have been a wrestler too. He could have been the frumpy beige man. That's what had been his
That's
name.
why he's
in
always
wrestling.
funking with The Rock. It's a real wrestle beef.
Vin Diesel was like, "Yeah, I took your fucking acting prowess."
And then you gave me the stage name Human Ballsack. I didn't like that.
And he explains why he's a scumbag.
That
He's
he
like, yeah, I don't give a shit about my family. I don't really fucking care about my mortgage. I don't care about anything because I'll probably go back to jail very soon.
He's
I'm
like-
just going to rob trucks and live 10 seconds at a time.
He's like-
quarter mile at a time, bitch.
I don't care about the shop that my dad owned, my friends and their bullshit. I don't care about that. He literally just basically says the exact opposite of everything he preaches for the rest of the series.
Exactly. And that's when, that's when Paul Walker and Mia go on their date and talk about why everyone has scumbagged around Toretto for fucking 10 fucking years. He's like, yeah, people just sort of show up.
He's like,
They
yeah,
never leave. And that guy's been wearing the fucking Kid Rock looking motherfucker has been wearing that jersey forever.
fucking the McConaughey
Just
brother.
take 8.
He's like, yeah, that's how many movies I'm in.
And you assume they fucked. Well, they did fuck, and that's when they tell him that. They call him in the morning, and just like cop style, like, how does she not notice? Brian even answers his phone like a cop.
I mean, he's like, O'Brien. I mean, shit. O'Connor. What's my name?
And they move on Tran.
Yeah, because there was another truck.
They play Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And
as Letty and Dom fuck on a car after fixing
he's sucking on her sweaty boobs. He's like, yeah, let's suck on your sweaty dick.
She like tears his shirt off. She's like, I figured it'd be more beige under here, but I guess not. Same color.
And they fucked in the engine, I think.
Well, yeah, he was popping up and out, in and out of it like he was in the other scene, whack-a-mole style.
And you know they show the Koreans or whatever they are, Chinese Koreans, whatever, and the dad, of course, has to be ashamed, prototypically, right? Stereotypically, has to be ashamed and slaps his son, and all that happens, and then that's when we see Vin Diesel being frumpy in a fucking car, and he tells Brian, "Hey, look, you break your heart, I'll break your dick and I'll eat it." That's how I roll.
He's like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even though I'm undercover and I will break her heart.
And is that what really it is too? Because Brian sort of says it in their little fucking dinner that he's like, yeah, like honestly, I was just trying to fuck you, like being cool. Your brother's cool as well.
He's like, it's an added bonus that I could.
He's like, wait, did you shave that mustache, or like I could see some fucking dark undertone under there?
He's like, you guys must be Italian. That makes me feel more comfortable. He's like, yeah, the added bonus of hanging out with you is I get to hang out with the homeless camp called Your Brother's Friends.
Yeah, and that's when we see how crazy Paul Walker is in real. I bet you this was Paul Walker's idea in real life.
To race.
He's like, yeah, if I race, we'll almost die.
Dude, the dialogue.
He just did this out of nowhere. The guy's like, hey, more than you can afford, pal. It's a Ferrari.
Yeah, he doesn't even say it's a Ferrari. He just looks at him. He's like, Ferrari.
Yeah. He's like, highly, 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 highly improved Jap car.
Yeah, he's like, Skyline. It's like, all right, Paul Walker, you have a Skyline. Or an Acura.
And he, like, risks his fucking life. Even Toretto is, like, holding on, like, dude, you're a crazy white boy.
Toretto's afraid.
He's like, why you call me a white boy, you beige motherfucker?
He's like, for all we know, you're white.
And that's when we see Brian pretend to be a broke boy.
As they're eating shrimp. He's like, I'll pay for my own shrimp. I don't need no handouts. It's like, yeah, but I watch me eat this shrimp.
Yeah, I got this shrimp. And Brian finally calls him out. He's like, bro, what kind? Like, you sold me fucking moldy tuna for fucking 2 years. Your sister's fucking pussy smells like moldy tuna. I don't know where that came from.
He's like, you guys tune up your own cars at your shop. You realize you don't have customers, right? How the fuck are you affording $1 million?
And your fucking store is called Toretto's in word art.
Yeah, put yourself on blast. Why not? Jesus.
And then he says it like hell loud to everybody.
He's like, you can't afford. I mean, you can't afford.
Yeah, because he tells him to be quiet, and he like sounds just the sound. The volume is exactly the same when he talks about it.
He just gets less animated.
Yeah.
Ryan, don't lose that cool of yours. That's your meal ticket.
And apparently, although he was gonna have him do it anyways, Vin Diesel's like, yeah, here's the address to race wars. I was in my own race wars with myself.
He's like, I'm the result of a race war. I came from the future 1,000 years where all humans are beige.
Then we go to Race Wars, which is, of course, in the middle of desert with a bunch of scumbags and whores and
Rob Zombies,
Mexicans and Koreans and fucking Gran Turismo, fucking pick your track songs.
And girls dancing terribly.
And we see fucking Rayman, the fucking light-skinned Rayman, whatever he is, Race Letty, and he's like, hey, can I race you to suck your dick? She's like, hey, you want a dick sucking? Go to Hollywood Boulevard. You want an adrenaline rush? Here's 2 G's that everyone has in their fucking pocket in Fast and Furious world.
It's like, oh yeah.
They always have fucking 2 G's.
It's like too large. That's all we race
And then in Too Fast, Too Furious, which we will speak about, that's when Brian's like, bro, I'm really getting tired of this 2G shit. I got 35 fucking hundred. How about that?
Yeah, and then eventually he's like 60. It's like, whoa.
And she smokes Rayman. And that's when we see Jesse's like, yeah, I'm racing this guy for my pink slips for fucking 100 oxys.
He's like, I'm pretty sure he's the Heroin Connect.
I can't wait to dip my dad. I'm going to save those 100 oxys I give him to my dad for when he rapes me. I won't feel anything.
When he comes out of jail.
I'm going to wear a beanie in fucking 119-degree weather. Yeah.
He's like, alcohol's not doing it or whatever Welsh shit I am. It's like, what is his
That's how you
accent?
know he was on oxys, because he was wearing a beanie in 100-degree heat
Yeah.
in the desert.
With his nails painted, fucking. Even though he's wearing, like, I think he has a tank top on or some other shit, right? So
Yeah.
he looks like he's hot, but he's wearing a beanie. That's why he's autistic.
And he gets smoked, and of course they have him race the fucking Asian guy, who they known as a problem. I
Right.
guess not. Maybe Jesse doesn't. Maybe Toretto keeps all this shit to himself, because like you said, he doesn't fucking care about his family. He didn't give Jesse enough money to, like, bet money, because Jesse had to bet his fucking car.
Yeah,
And
that's
weren't they a
weird.
team? Shouldn't have Toretto known what Jesse was doing?
Not only that, but, like, it seems like Jesse sort of gets that he's going to lose regardless. Because when fucking Brian walks up and he's like, you know, he's got like $100,000 under the hood of that car.
And he
He's like,
said, don't do it.
yeah, he's like, this is not a good idea. He's like, no, I
a
got
cop.
this.
He's like, what? No, nothing.
He's like, I got $2 million under the hood of my car. Fucking,
My fucking Volkswagen Jetta that my dad touched me in. What a fucking weirdo. Fuck Jesse. He deserved to lose his fucking car. And Kid Rock Leon, he's like, yeah, I had to spray paint the 8 so it'll look better on my jersey. You know, and then
he's like, visualize the win.
And of course, Jesse being, he's just like, fuck, man, I needed those oxys. I'm fucking withdrawing. So he went to go drive to get some oxys, and the Asian guy's like, yo, where's my car? And he tells Toretto, he's like, hey, Gooback, go fetch my car.
He's like, Toretto!
Toretto!
They saw my family!
Came in my house, disrespected my family. Oh, I spit on our fucking filter there. Pop filter.
He does go, he's like, you disrespected my family.
He said that as Asian Korean as you Asian American Korean as you possibly could.
He's like, we're just getting by selling Confucius statues. We ain't no criminals, Toretto.
And Toretto beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and Letty
But the Asian dude sort of takes it like a G.
yeah.
He just gets it because he did get sucker punched.
Does he take it like a G, though? Because
I think he sort of does. If you're assuming that Toretto beat the fuck out of a dude, and Toretto just unloaded hands on this dude, and he just kind of gets up and spits it off and smiles like, I got more fucking money than you for my dad.
Well, yeah, he's smiling because, like, later we'll just drive by on our rice rockets and fucking blast you.
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah.
Those fools are real thugs.
They were the Asian Connect, like you get in Grand Theft Auto.
You were saying this too. They are poor criminals' worst nightmare. Because these guys are rich guys turned criminals.
Yeah, they just...
So they don't give a fuck.
They don't care. They don't even care about making money. They're just spending money at this point.
And Vin Diesel's like, I ain't no knocked on nobody.
I never knocked on one.
I'm a thug. Vin Diesel's the most poser thug, too. Like, let's get real about that. Like, you seen Vin Diesel in real life, he's a corny fucking motherfucker.
It's like, my dad never loved me. I don't know him or what race he was.
And that's when, you know, Toretto being the asshole. Yeah, his sister's telling, like, they show later on at night, and they're playing some DDR music, and everyone's fucking jerking off and dancing around. And Brian's jerking off to Mia in his trailer. He's like, oh yeah, I just love the sight of her fucking shaved mustache. She's like telling Toretto, hey, can you stop? Like, can you just stop this shit? And then Toretto's like, come on, bitch. Like,
Right?
that's all he does. Like,
He's like, we're going.
we're doing it.
You can
and
fucking
he
stay.
manipulates everybody to do this. Everyone is telling him, like, let's not do this. Because we know out of everyone, you're the one that's going to live somehow. Because you could live through your car flipping 92 times and you'll just walk out with your arm sort of sore.
Like, yeah, did he
Like-
break his arm or they never explained that. Or
Yeah.
you can jump out of a car to catch a bitch, land on another car. How'd you know? I didn't. It's like, he'll always live.
They're all telling, because they somehow could park at this winery. It looks like this fucking
I think it's like an observatory.
castle.
Yeah.
And no one notices that there's just 3 tricked out Hondas parked on the side. Whatever.
At first I thought that was dumb, but then I actually realized like how smart it was because if they do get confiscated, they know it's the heist cars, but they have no connection to anybody.
No, I get that that's smart. I'm just saying that, like, if they were planning a job, that's kind of dumb to me.
Well, yeah.
That's all. Like, I get the not getting caught, but they were planning a job that night.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
And everyone was sort of like, dude, like, it just doesn't feel right. Can we not do this? And Vin Diesel's like, hey, I remember you get a tan on your dick in the Bahamas. Come on, Letty.
It's like,
She's
I just
"All right."
imagine us in Mexico. But what were they going to do with Jesse? Like, what was he going to do in this situation? Because you see it
I just
play
think
out.
that they were saying, like, yo, we're not smart enough about that kid. He popped an oxy and knows everything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, his Adderall ass brain is fucking, like, helping them somehow.
Yeah.
Because what really ends up happening is dude gets shot. not really anything Jesse could have done about that, right?
Exactly.
So what did it matter?
I don't know. And then we go into the truck scene, right? Which is the last 40 minutes of this movie is action.
Well, first Paul Walker tells Mia he's a cop.
Oh, yeah. Mia, I'm a cop. All right?
God damn it, Brian. I knew you had a cop dick.
I know, and it's like her reaction is sort of weird, right? Because you could tell she sort of doesn't like her brother either.
She's
like, I'm getting tired of this motherfucker. Like, I turned out Mexican. This dude is like, I don't know what he looks like. And he was born bald, and he actually was born as the mole, and a body came out of the mole. That's...
He's a fucking caterpillar turned into a butterfly, except for it was just an old ball sack.
Yeah, and Paul Walker's like, may not be tonight, because your brother, being the criminal he is, doesn't roll with guns. So all they need is one fucking shotgun, and the whole fucking thing is ruined.
Right? Even though he has a gun when they go peep the Asian dude spot.
And Brian's kind of getting off on her, like, helping him. He's like, yeah, give me that cell phone number,
Put
bitch.
the number in here. When she looks at him, she's like, I didn't believe you were a cop until you called in your cop numbers.
Exactly.
It's like, why wouldn't you believe him? He just told you. Who would say that?
I don't know, right?
To a criminal and then be joking about it. I'm a cop.
That is true. That's very true, actually. What the fuck?
So she's retarded.
She's been retarded.
She gets more retarded later on.
She cleans up after 5 grown criminals. She has nothing to do with their criminality either.
No, not at all.
At least it's perceived.
Well, they show in the later movies she does drive, but she's not driving with
Well,
them.
and apparently she's like a computer tech later in the movies.
Yeah,
Just how Ludacris became a criminal and can just, like, do things, and all of a sudden he's a computer genius. That's just Fast and Furious for you, though.
If you had one job at the beginning, that ain't going to be your job at the end. You'll get way better at
No,
shit.
well, if it is your job, you become, like, a superhero at it. And the trucker had the shoddy, and, of course, Vince being a fucking idiot, not listening. Like, Vin Diesel did say, don't jump. He did say that.
Yeah.
Using their dildo spear guns, right? I think that was the first dildo today thrown in.
Maybe.
Well, fucking Vin Diesel looks like a flesh dildo.
He's...
Like one of those flesh ones. He looks like it.
Oh.
That's not what I had in mind.
Not good. Not bueno.
And, Vince is, this dude, this trucker or whatever, he looks like he's dead. Like, the trucker looks like a dead man in the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the truckers. When you do real life stunts, and the stunt driver has to pay attention to driving, he just looks like a stiff asshole.
Yeah, right? And they all get fucked up. Yeah, and he fucking made Letty crash. I think she lost her dick in it, and that's why she's, like, walking out all bleeding and shit. And the fucking Kid Rock, Rob Zombie, ball with the ball to bang, diggy, diggy, fucking number 8 on his jersey.
Still on his jersey.
Because he said, like, 5 words, and it's just like, all right, yeah, you go get her, bro. Come on, bro.
I'll watch the scanners.
I'll watch the scanners, bro.
Vin Diesel's like, protect Letty's dick. He's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, so he flips around, and he goes gets Letty. He's like, oh, this is my time to smash this bitch. Doesn't have a dick now. I think I'll take my chance. And Vin Diesel's still sucking. He can't help his friend.
No, he can't.
He doesn't do what's necessary to help his friend.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, had they not had Paul Walker, everyone was dead.
Yeah. So your little fucking, I'm going to bulk up so I look like a veiny fucking Italian penis, when he tells you that he is a cop, which we are about to get into right now. You shouldn't be that mad, should you, Toretto, if you really cared about your fucking family? Or are you living 10 seconds at a time because you fucking manipulated your fucking family who didn't want to do this in the first place? That's why even his bitch looked at him like, bro, get the fuck away from me, all right?
Like,
you get this dick later, all right?
This is the last score. We're going to get our 100,000 and dip.
Yeah, well, we won't be doing this for a while. Or I think we're going to steal salami from this truck.
Because they're criminals. Like, why haven't they finished?
What are they stealing and who are they selling to?
That's a very good fucking question.
That's what's funny to me about this movie is it's like that whole part is blanketed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They never explain why they're doing the heist, what they get from it. None of that, other than like $4 million in damages. But that doesn't.
Apparently, they steal groceries because that's what Toretto sells.
He uses the money to fund his dying business. Classic America.
Classic America. And Vince got shot. He got clipped, and his arm is all fucked up. Yeah, and that's That's when Brian shows up and he does some incredible white boy shit. He fucking jumps out of his car and just he does some Captain America shit.
Bro, does he throw Vince into his car? Is that what happens?
Yes, and then he Spider-Man jumps on the top of his car.
As he's being shot. So, like, if the dude's firing through a window, what does it matter? If you probably would have been safer off just ducking. So, yeah, I didn't get it, because the dude's pointing at the window and he just jumps, like, in the face of a shotgun.
He's Paul fucking Walker, bro. Because his hair maintained the whole time.
Well,
in the same exact fucking flowy, like, curly, gay way.
And not a bit of glass fucked anybody up, nothing.
Nope.
And because
they're just not smart enough without Jess. They needed Jess.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel just couldn't supply him with oxys anymore. That's why Jess was at his last, he was at his last line of his life. His last lifeline was to fucking race his shitty Volkswagen.
Was it a Volkswagen?
It was a fucking Volkswagen. It was a Jetta.
And then he's like, it's my dad's car.
Brian's like, bro, don't race your dad's car. Actually, matter of fact, it's a fucking Jetta. Fuck that car.
He's like, I'll buy you a new Jetta. We can just pretend your dad won't know. He's probably a fucking addict, too.
Yeah. And that's the big reveal. And then we get to the big reveal, right? As Brian, Toretto's fucking dumb fucking sister with her fucking mustache shadow that she has, and Toretto, is just trying to flex his triceps, as the camera's behind him.
He's like, I gotta apply pressure to this wound. Let me flex real quick.
And that's when Brian shows he's a cop. And, this is my bigger point. As Vin Diesel raises up and looks more like a penis, he's, all heated, pissed off. And Brian's is, sort of looks at him like, oh, fuck, I hope this guy doesn't beat my ass right now. But it's like, what is Toretto going to do? This is my point. Is he going to go fucking kill a cop?
Not only that, but the cop...
Especially when his motherfucker's calling a helicopter in to save your fucking friend?
Yeah, it's Paul Walker knows he's protected. He's like, you have to let me finish this phone call at least.
And obviously, it was cool because Brian sort of let Toretto go.
Yeah, he didn't...
He could have been like, bro, no, it's not... you're staying right here to get arrested, motherfucker, and I'm out of here.
That's what I didn't get was...
And your friend in the mesh net, T, either he's going to die or he's going to jail straight from the hospital. Because that mesh net is pissing me the fuck off, and it's been pissing me off. That's why I whooped his ass.
That's what I didn't get, too, is, how did the cops not know from the moment they rescued the guy that he let Toretto go? And just to drop in on Toretto?
Well, remember, they are still looking at Toretto.
Yeah, but at this point, there's been an attack. They know that
he just called, the tracer people. He just called, a fucking... what do you call it? A center or whatever.
Yeah, the call center.
Cell phones. I don't think that really...
But I mean for the helicopter.
You would think that they would let this group know, though.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
His group of cops with fucking Carl Winslow and...
He called in a rescue helicopter.
He did.
So how do they not know?
I don't know.
Just because they're all stupid cops?
In this in this movie, FBI is retarded.
Classic 90s
And there's only
cop.
two guys in LA that they can find that can drive.
This is Paul Walker.
But either way, the chase scene was dope, right? It was pretty cool. I'm into it. I'm like, what's gonna end? How's this movie gonna fucking end?
I was hoping
seriously.
Vince would die.
After this part, I was wondering how the movie's gonna end.
Oh yeah, because you thought this would be the end.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because Toretto's like, get your ass over here, me. I need you to cook my fucking gay friend's meals.
You got any of that tuna in your car? What about your snatch? It smells like it.
Oh. Then we get to Vin Diesel fucking being a greaseball again.
Yeah, somehow he found a shotgun.
He goes to his house, he pulls out his fucking Dodge, grabs a shotgun. And again, what is he going to do to Brian? Because Brian pulls out his gun, he's like, hey, look, I haven't called the cops yet, bro, but, you need to fucking stay still because I'm tired of your bullshit, actually. Let me just fuck your sister. She'll be fine. I won't get her in trouble. You, motherfucker, are a fucking sick motherfucker. And I'm getting tired of your bullshit. I'm getting tired of you manipulating every fucking person that you fucking are around. I'm tired of it. And Vin Diesel pumps his shotgun as if he's going to shoot a fucking cop.
He's like, I'm not done manipulating yet.
Because he does. You're right, he doesn't. Because what does he say? He's like, move your fucking car, Brian. It's like I tell that to a cop. Yeah. Move your fucking car.
He just acts like he's
He just sort of shows how much of a scumbag fucking Toretto is, right? And he goes, more manipulating because he lightened his voice. He's like, Brian, Jess is all that's all he's got, man.
He's like, I just need to find him.
I sold him oxys, he sucks my cock, he sucks Letty's cock, I'm all he's got.
He's like, you think that fucking Irish bastard or whatever he is can survive in the mean streets of LA by himself without the oxy?
He's wore the same beanie for 3 years, Brian.
We were in the desert. He had a beanie on. He's retarded.
And Brian's sort of like, bro, simple fix. I'll just call in the fucking plates and the police will come. And that's when Vin Diesel's like, all right, fuck it, no more manipulating. I'm just going to pump my shotgun and tell this motherfucker to leave. Holy shit, what a scumbag, right?
Yeah.
And then,
well,
you start hearing, fucking Chinese fucking
Well,
bells and dragon. I'm surprised the fucking dragons weren't riding on the street.
First you hear Jesse fucking shouting his shillelagh
God.
nonsense driving up. He's like, I'm sorry,
I'm so
brother.
sorry. I just need to go pick up these oxys. I got some M80s on me. You only get these in Amsterdam, bro.
He's like, you see these tabs, they'll fuck you up. That's why I drove away from the desert.
And of course, the most expendable character gets clapped. That was Jesse.
Yeah, because
we didn't see that fucking coming, right?
That's when you hear the B-wall start playing. You're like, bing, dong, wong, wong, ding, wong.
And those Asians and those snake pants, and they just got done fucking each other with their 2-inch wieners and drinking fucking piss out of a girl pissing through a pipeline.
Oh.
Yeah, they go up and they shoot up Jesse, right?
Jesse
And of
just
course,
collapsed.
the 90 shots that they shoot at Brian and Toretto, they miss.
Yeah, Jesse's the only one that can.
They're like, "Hey, shoot at
expendable.
the penis-looking thing," and they try and shoot Toretto. And then it goes into this rush hour. Let's chase the Asian car scene, right?
Yeah, 2 dudes on bikes, 2 dudes in cars. What do you think's gonna happen?
The Asians are gonna die.
Of course. Well,
It
one of them
looked
will.
like fucking Three Ninjas. Remember the movie Three Ninjas
Yes,
where they're getting away on
yes,
bikes? That's what it looked
yes.
like to me. But it was dope though. At the same time, for some reason, the low keyness of this ending is like great to me. Like how low key it is. It's just like, all right, well, he didn't go to jail yet. They're arguing about him going to jail, and now the Asians are pissed off about Jesse's car and they shoot him. Very simple, very and still stuck to the characters and linear. Like it goes in order. There isn't all this confusion. There isn't super choppiness.
Yeah.
That's why this movie is solid.
It's just almost like, hey, you forgot about the Asians.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
Yeah, they have 900 bullets in their fucking whatever gun that is, because I'm telling you, it's not a Uzi. I don't
It
know
might
what
be like
that
a
one-
Mac 10 or a Mac
Yeah,
11 or
something.
whatever. But yeah, they're fucking missing every bullet too,
Yeah,
except
you're
for
right.
Jesse.
I think it is. It's probably a Mac 10 or a Mac 11
Yeah,
for sure.
with the silencer and
Yeah.
fucking like an extendo.
Yeah.
They
were strapped.
They got the
like
hook up.
like you were saying. Like that's the biggest point to me is that these Koreans were scary, or whatever they are, whatever they're fucking slanted eyes, whatever slanted eyes, fucking
whatever country that
religion
comes
or
from.
race. They are a thug's worst fear because they are guys that don't give a fuck and they're rich to begin with.
Because Vin Diesel's 2 guns are a revolver and a shotgun. That's the
Yeah,
poor
for a guy that's
person-
robbing a lot of shit and like being this notorious criminal and notorious personality, it doesn't seem like he has a lot of money.
No, especially
It
for-
doesn't seem like he knows how to hide it very well either.
or that he hid it too well because apparently they stole $4 million in shit and they're still living like scumbags in 90s LA. With $4 million could have bought you a lot of
And
shit.
he gives no money to Jess, so
Apparently
he
not.
pays Jess with oxys. We know that.
Because Jess had to bet his car. He couldn't have bet too large. He didn't have too large.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, Toretto didn't even know he was betting his car.
He didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck. If anyone for Toretto's like legit lifestyle, Jesse was the most important because you could have got rid of the Kid Rock fucking painted 8 on his black jersey because all he did was police scanners. So if you're going legit, why the fuck do you need a police scanner?
Stay on those scanners.
You need Letty because she's about as manly as he is, and then Jesse's the smart one. Like Jesse could do everything for them.
He invented
far as
a
the cars go.
computer program to build cars.
So yeah,
but
Paul
what was-
Walker shoots the Asian, and Vin Diesel comes out of nowhere to help with his fucking whatever the hell Hot Wheels car he had.
The SS.
And he knocks out the other Asian. He lost his dick for sure. That Asian lost his dick.
That
He
Asian.
fell straight on his balls and it was over.
Oh, that's the
and-
sound he makes.
And after Paul Walker shoots, he just tells him, he's like, "Hey man, just call the ambulance because these guys aren't important. Even if they just fucking shot somebody and tried to shoot at a cop,
Yeah, well, they
I'm
don't.
going after Toretto."
That's the weirder thing is no one on the street knows he's a cop. He just shot this Asian dude and he's like, call the police.
Right?
People are
Why
like-
does he never show his badge? What I was thinking too is, how simple would it have been if he actually had a badge? Which I don't even know if the FBI let him have a badge, to be completely fucking
Not
honest.
undercover.
He has to have some sort of badge.
Yeah, they probably like confiscate it so he doesn't get caught up.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was going to say, couldn't he just flash his badge to the trucker and it had been over?
Maybe. Trucker's doing vigilante shit. Probably shot him anyway.
That's true. And that's when we get to the most inspiring scene I've ever seen.
Inspiring?
Actually, inspiring to be a scumbag, because Toretto did say, "I'll die before I go back to prison," even though you've been doing things for about 10 years, a decade, that has equally or easily let you go to jail.
Yeah,
You've
he
been
could've-
robbing trucks, and you're saying you'll die before you go back to jail. So you are a scumbag. You're a complete scumbag. And he tells Brian, he's like, "Oh yeah, this, my dad died in this car or whatever the fuck. I'm tired of looking beige, and this mall's gonna get bigger if I live any longer. So I'm gonna run this 10-second mile.
He's like,
hopefully a train doesn't hit me.
I used to come here in high school, and Letty would drive, and I'd suck her dick. Take about 9 seconds.
And him and Paul Walker's just like, all right, bro, I'll do it with you. Fuck it.
Yeah, Paul Walker just looks at him. He's like, okay.
I'm reckless as fuck. I don't give a shit. I die in real life.
You've seen how I drive.
And they run the 10-second mile, and fucking, of course, he was like, oh yeah, the torque, the chassis goes up my ass. I love that feeling. And
like twisting my ball sack.
They beat out the train, which was a cool scene because it looked real. It looked like they actually did that stunt, right?
It's possible they did, yeah.
No, they for sure did. Not like maybe, exactly how a train's coming at them, but they did that with the cars.
Oh, they used some camera tricks. The train was probably going like 5 miles per hour.
No, I'm not. I mean, there probably was no train like that. I'm just saying that the way they did the cars, the race, and how it landed from like the jump or whatever, that's what made it look really cool.
Yeah.
And then of course, in true movie fashion, they're all excited. Vin Diesel looks away. He turns around and gets fucking hit.
By a truck. Revenge of the trucks.
Good.
He deserved
He's a scumbag.
That was karmic.
And he fucking flips over 92 times, and all that fucking happens is he has a fucking sore shoulder.
And he comes out, he's like, that wasn't what I planned.
I sort of thought that was hilarious, actually. Because Vin Diesel delivered it.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's sitting there like freaking out, like, oh shit.
And Brian's like, oh, I owe you a 10-second car. Here you go. I'm a shitty cop, and you're a shitty criminal.
Like,
you didn't recognize I was a cop, and I couldn't fucking arrest you. We're both shitty.
He's like, now drive away. I'll see you in 3 movies. Okay.
Don't worry. They'll let you produce the 4th one, so you'll come back, you penis head-looking motherfucker. It's like... So that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
Seems like there should be more talking to closure.
Oh, no, it's just Brian walking away like, damn, I am really a shitty cop.
Yeah. He's like, okay, well, how am I going to explain this one? I was driving the SS.
Wait, let me take the SS so Vin Diesel can have it in 4 movies.
He probably did just hop in the SS and was like, yeah, you got me.
Actually, we got to end it because we got jobs and lives. So fucking subscribe, all right? That's what we gave it. I gave it an 8.3. Tim, what'd you give it?
7.8.
Fast and the Furious. We haven't put it out yet because Tim's a little scared of how shitty his computer skills are, but we're going to put out the release schedule for the whole Fast and Furious series. We're going in order. We're going to go from 1 to 7 this time, so let us know how you think about it. Check out all our previous episodes in all the movies in X-Men, Harry Potter, MCU, and Star Wars. We built a catalog, so you got some time to catch up. Don't think you have to listen to them as they come out. Just treat it like an audiobook. It kind of sucks for us with the downloads because we're like, why the fuck isn't this one getting it right away? But they eventually pan out. So...
Hopefully.
Yeah. And so follow on Twitter and Facebook for all the release schedules and our buffoonery and fuckery. And
listen on fucking SoundCloud, Stitcher.
Yeah, if you're on SoundCloud, I'll follow you. Like I said, your name could even be I like gay Chinese men and I'm only here as a bot to repost. That's a long title for a name, but I'll fucking follow you.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And to all you motherfuckers that follow me on Twitter, then when we follow you back and you unfollow us, I swear to God, I will hunt you fucking down. I will hunt you fucking down. I'll kill you in front of your fucking wife and children.
Yeah, I'll make your children drink your blood.
Yeah, I was just about to fucking say that. Go fuck yourselves. Subscribe, motherfuckers, especially on iTunes. Only on iTunes. That's all we fucking care about. And I guess you could check our shit out on YouTube, too.
Yeah.
Because Tim's actually trying.
Yeah. We're working on that. Working on a lot of things. Like life. Fucking, I saw an SS like that one for sale, fucking on just the side of the road.
Really?
It was clean.
Did it come with a flesh dildo in there?
No, but
flesh-colored dildo?
No, but you could tell it had a souped-up engine because it had the lifted hood and shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Some Mad Max shit. And that's my word of opinion.